Okay, good morning and welcome to the long distance at the Australian Schools Orienteering Championships at Old Hidden Vale. I'm Blair Truan and I'll be doing some commentary today. And Owen Radioski's back today.
Yep.
Morning, Owen.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah. And for news for those of you who are following on the live stream, the people here already know this, is that it's forecast to be a hot day, but at the moment we've still got
Both starting at 8:28, who are both 10th yesterday in the senior girls and senior boys, so they'll be early ones to watch. Anna Wright at 8:32, she was 4th at this year's Auslong in the women's 16, and Katie Clausen as well at 8:34 from Tasmania, who was 5th Aussie last year at the schools sprint in the junior girls.
Yeah.
And first at last year's schools long as well.
Yeah, so so it looks like there's some reasonable quality in the front end of the senior girls start list. Of course, yesterday Liana Stubbs was the winner in the sprint, and I'd expect Liana to be very competitive again in the long. She was the she's one of I think she's the only one of the Australian JWOC team who's running. And then Zara Too's from New Zealand, who was second yesterday, probably the best of the New Zealanders. No, they were more than a minute clear of the field yesterday, and I think it'd be definitely be entitled to be the two favourites in this field. Quite a lot of you will probably be interested in the progress points. We did post them last night, but not all of you will have seen them. So the state of play there is that in the Australian Schools Championships, we currently have the ACT leading at 25, pretty useful lead over New South Wales on 21. Then 18 for Tasmania, who were really strong across three age groups, but unfortunately had a couple of missed punches in junior girls and didn't get a complete team across the line there, which cost them a few points. But they're a team I would expect to move up the standings today. Queensland 14, South Australia and Victoria 13, and Western Australia 8. In the Southern Cross Junior Challenge, we have Hurua at 32, Karahiwi at 30, ACT at 27, and then the rest go back from that as they did in the schools championship. So the two New Zealand teams in a pretty strong position there. And Owen, you're not that long out of the ACT team yourself, so you're out in front at the moment. What do you think of their chances of holding on to their lead?
I've been really impressed. They did a great job yesterday, and I've no doubt they'll do as well today, I think. They've put a lot of work and a lot of effort into looking at the maps and lots of training camps, lots of training together, so I think they should do really well.
Yeah, so they've certainly made a good start, and we look at their two winners from yesterday, Eli and Hayden Dent. I think Eli has his history as a sprint specialist, but he's I think his forest orienteering has also improved very significantly this year. He performed quite respectably in the forest races at JWOC, and I think he'll be in. I'm not sure I'd call him the favourite for today, but I think he'll be in the mix.
Yeah, I think Jake McClellan again from New Zealand, Karahiwi, he'll be a very strong contender. Multiple top 50s at JWOC. The winner of the Junior Elites long on Sunday, and Ewan Best as well from Tasmania. He was second last year in the senior boys long. Second on Sunday, so Jake and Ewan will definitely be battling it out.
Yeah, Ewan would. I think Ewan would probably be my pick, but my guess is that the winner will probably come from those three.
As other dark horses, Blake McKinnon, 5th yesterday. Miles Bryant missed punch, but otherwise he would have been in the top 5.
Yeah, I think that if you look when we look at yesterday's results, there are we did have quite a lot of missed punches yesterday, and and some of those people are people who are realistic contenders for the top 5 today at least. So certainly don't write them off. I guess we move on down to the juniors now, and junior women. Ella Clausen really dominated that yesterday, and Ella, she's perhaps is not uncommonly for someone in the 14s. Doesn't always have a perfect run, but on her best days, I think it's hard to see anybody beating her.
Winning yesterday by a minute 17 over Victoria Underwood from Harua, and Sophie Hurd from Karahiwi a further 2 minutes back on Ella's time. So Ella be a big favourite for today.
Yeah, and I guess I'm going off one data point here, but we had the Tasmanian Championships Tasmanian Long Championships a few weeks ago, and Ella ran up into W18s, which meant she was on the same course as I was, and not to put too fine a point on it, she smashed me. And I'm not sure I'm quite ready for W14s to beat me by 14 minutes yet, but it gives you an idea of what she's potentially capable of. But we had some good New Zealand results yesterday. I think they had six of the top 9 or something like that, with Victoria Underwood, Sophie Hurd, and Lara Nicol in the next 3 places. Next best Australian was Ivy Rapley, also from Tasmania, who she won W14s on Sunday, so she's definitely another one to look out for. And junior boys.
Looking at the junior boys, Ruben Claessens from WA 3rd yesterday in the sprint, starting at 8:32. And second was Rory Shedden.
So Rory was just, I think, about 20-30 seconds behind Hayden Dent. And WA were 3rd and 4th yesterday with Ruben Claessens and Rowan Braid. And they've actually got a really good crop of junior boys at the moment. It's I think there's 6 of them here, and all of them are pretty reasonable orienteers. And they were third team yesterday. Perhaps a bit unlucky not to be higher than that. And it's certainly good to see a strong Western Australian presence here.
Definitely. But I think probably the overwhelming favourite, and no surprise, Hayden Dent from the ACT, winning yesterday by 39 seconds. He's representing Australia EOC this year. He is top 20 in the long there.
There's a lot of this is a big field, and we can see things turn around in a short time. I was looking at M14s from Sunday, which is the class a lot of these people will be coming from, and it's quite in some ways the way that race has played out was quite fascinating. So you had Ewan Farquharson, who was still in 10th place, 2/3 of the way through the course, and ended up winning. Ran a really strong last part of the course. Uphill and hot. I believe Ewan has been doing some special heat training. Running in extra gear in the lead up. Wow. So if it's a hot day, that might pay off.
And there are three Kiwis inside the top 10 yesterday in the junior boys: Daniel Porteous, Aidan Barrett-Hamilton, and Xavier White. So.
I think the junior boys is the class where the New Zealanders are least strong. It was the only class yesterday where the top 3 were all Australian, but there certainly are New Zealanders who could potentially get into the mix here. One episode from Easter in 2004 here, which will hopefully not be repeated today, was that on the last day of Easter, somebody was cleaned up by a kangaroo while they were stretching at the pre-start, which is a rather unfortunate way to exit a competition. So hopefully there's no repetition of that today, but presumably that means there are roos out there.
Yeah, no surprise. Dear.
Yep, okay.
Just turn it. Is it 3? Yep.
It's working.
Thank you. Yeah, a few good Kiwis in the senior boys.
Yeah.
Section.
I'm here with Helen O'Callaghan from the independent group of students that are travelling and competing in these events. Helen, what do you do with these students, and what is the purpose of this independent group?
So the purpose of the camp is to provide a pathway for juniors to develop their orienteering such that they can be considered for selection in future years. We have a lot of bottom age senior girls and boys who are competing against kids 1 or 2 years older than them for a place on the team, and same with the juniors. But as we grow our junior development, we'll have more and more competition to be selected in teams, and we need a pathway for that selection where they can gain many of the similar experiences, running the relays, running the events, go into quarantine on events we have quarantine, and so when they are selected, they're ready to perform in the context of their state team.
Obviously, they're competing against athletes who have been selected for the state teams, and in many cases they prove their state selectors wrong. How does it feel for you bringing those athletes up and seeing them competing against, and in some cases beating, those athletes who are selected as part of their state team?
Yeah, we love it. We're incredibly proud of them when they do well and give the selectors something to think about on those selections. We had a whiteboard at camp last night showing how many Aussies and Kiwis each person beat yesterday, as a little bit of a brag board. And but on the other hand, we are talking less about results on the board and more about the development of your skills and setting yourself a thing to think about, a coaching point to think about when you go out in the race, so that you can improve your orienteering through constant coaching over that 9-day period for 7 races.
And during the camp, what kind of activities are you doing with the students to help them develop their skills?
So we're previewing and reviewing each race. We've had 3 guest speakers in to come and give a presentation to the kids. So we're very grateful to our presenters who've given their time freely to come and talk. So we've had talks on race preparation, talks on sprint orienteering, warm-up routine, relay running, and topics like that. And then we also, last night we ran a trivia night, which again was run by an ex-junior, Sam Wolford. And it was a Kahoot style. The kids absolutely loved it. And we've also been going swimming after events to cool off and before we go back to camp in the afternoon.
And do you have any final messages for your athletes before they race today?
Their message for today is to mostly to keep it simple, control what they need to do to find their way to that next control, and to not overthink it, but to use the strategies in their toolbox. One of the things we've said is to always be using at least 2 orienteering skills on any leg. So don't just run on your compass, use your compass and contours, or don't just rely on your contours. Use your handrails as well. But to double up your toolbox of skills when you're out there.
Thank you very much, Helen. It sounds like it's an excellent opportunity for those athletes, and they'll certainly learn a lot from it.
Yeah, and they're also making fantastic friendships, and the social side of orienteering is really important as well. And so they're improving their nav skills, and they're making a lot of friends.
Certainly a very important part of the whole carnival. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just as well, it's not next week. The forecast for next Tuesday is 38.
Oh dear, that's lucky, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a spectator control maybe?
Yeah, just over there. Where the bank, if you stand up, you'll see it. Actually, you might not because someone's standing in the way, but yeah, it's just next to the tent.
Oh, maybe.
Not sure what point of the course it's at.
Go check the number and I'll under here.
It's a good point, I can know.
Get that high. No, you know the fences.
If I did that, I would get like 1 foot over, and then like it would get like
at the
on
New
my
South
pants,
Wales
on my shoe, and I'd just like
You know the fences at New South Wales camp? Those were the fences I was herding. It's big, but I gotta run into it.
Like on the corners when they've got like the posts,
So I was like, I need to
just,
make
like,
up
run
time
up
on my
the
herding.
posts. Like on those posts, you can kind of run up to like 6 on
Cooper, look at what number it is. Yeah,
I'm here with Bruce Arthur, a legend of Australian orienteering, having been through schools himself and now with his kids having come through schools as well. So Bruce, what's it like having been to so many, and what is your favourite part of these kind of AusChamps carnivals?
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Toby. It's great to be here. Fantastic atmosphere. The Australian Schools Championships is one of the highlights of the orienteering year in Australia. The colour and the excitement with all the kids running around is fantastic. And as you said, I was lucky enough to be a part of the schools competitions back in 1989, 1991, the first time that the ASOC Carnival started up. And remember running as a senior boy in those competitions back for South Australia in those days. So that was fantastic. Over the years, I've witnessed many schools competitions, and then I've had 3 kids go through, and they're all university age now, but they really enjoyed their schools experiences. And now I've been coaching the Victorian team for the last 8 years, and it's great to see a new generation of kids coming through, and it's fun to see. We've actually had a lot of new kids with gaining experience. They're developing their orienteering skills and hopefully having some more good runs today.
So you said you've been coaching the Vic team for 8 years. Over that time, what kind of techniques have you developed to help your kids on the day and in preparation for the carnival?
Good question. I think a lot of the coaching on the day and during the week is really just to keep the kids calm, trust their skills that they've learnt during the year, and just go out and do an orienteering course. It is obviously a little bit different having so many athletes in the field. Most times back at home in the home state, there may only be 3, 4, 5 kids in each class, and here there's sometimes 40 or 50. So that's a little bit different, but just trying to keep it as regular as possible so that they understand that it's really just like another orienteering event, and I think that's the best way to get them set for some of these larger competitions, just so that they trust their skills and try to keep the orienteering as simple as possible. And enjoyment's probably the big key. So, with so many kids here, there's only medals handed out to a small number. But if the kids can enjoy their orienteering and want to come back again for more, then that's really the best outcome that we can get.
And do you have any final words for your athletes before they head off?
Well, some of them were a little concerned that the courses were long today, and I thought, okay, how can I help them here? So I found my Easter 3 days map from 2004 and looked at the long distance, which was here at Old Hidden Vale, and the course distance was 15.4 kilometres. So I told them, your course is quite short, so you don't need to worry.
Thank you very much, Bruce. Good luck to the Vic team today.
That's the type of thing we're doing. Wait, I'll go through the list and just see if there's anyone like I recognise that.
Victoria.
Didn't she get third yesterday?
She did, yeah.
Well, third Aussie.
Third Aussie.
You could do
There's some good people early.
Yeah, I know. Well, Victoria was second.
Victoria, Ella,
Ivy, yeah.
Ivy's quite early.
See how I didn't do it.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Oh, she is quite good.
Yeah.
She's
But can she navigate?
Sometimes she can.
You did a good job, guys, yesterday with the commentary.
Thank you, yeah.
Oh, good.
Chaos
I had
of
a
the
lot-
sprint.
No, I had a lot of positive comments about the
Oh, that's good,
commentary.
Yeah.
And, you're still on the desk, so that's a good sign. We haven't got the old hook and weird job.
Yeah, and that has champs run. I mentioned that was granite terrain, so moderately technical.
Has any competitor gone through any radio yet?
No, it'll come up. But okay, yeah, it's 22 minutes, so
Think so.
although the
could be 15 minutes or 10, 15 minutes in.
And by with a few exceptions.
This is one we have to also
going to be towards the back end of the field. So it's
Oh yeah, yeah.
Stay away, so
Men
make sure
14.
all the way back to getting into this, the mesh.
Actually, yeah. Claire said.
Rowan Braid.
he was fourth yesterday.
I don't know any of his goals.
Yeah, no, that's what
Just
I've
say
been
fourth
saying.
yesterday.
I remember it has been a grass seed test, but hopefully it won't be at this time of
No,
year.
that was actually
That's the field would be one to watch.
Yeah, but the worst of was in the south.
Did you see camels when you ran? Remember?
No, but we had, I don't know if you heard it before, but somebody got cleaned up by a kangaroo while they were stretching the pre-start. Yeah.
Ewan
No,
Sheddon.
this is.
Well, I don't know.
He was second in men 14. It's just how technical it is.
Yeah.
That's not very good.
Second.
And it's kind of it's good for schools. There's lots of tracks, but there's so many tracks that help.
Why haven't we highlighted?
We'll get you.
I think because I didn't highlight them because they were your guys, but I don't know why I didn't highlight them.
Rowan Sheddon.
Second yesterday.
He was second last year. Second last year.
Second
ASOC.
schools long last year. Where did he come? Was he second in men's 16? Yeah. I reckon he won.
I'll get those.
Got to get.
You want me to just like go through it and we just I'll go like just add some results to like one city.
Quickly look at men's 16.
Wow.
The juniors don't have any radios before the spectators, so
Oh, that's it. Or the
So we're cooked.
or the one, the junior
boys have
girls.
one.
Okay. So there'd be the.
Yep. So,
8:30 now. It's 8:30 now. Do you want to say after the starters?
I'll set that up.
So we don't have any radio times as yet. For junior girls, first radio is actually not until the spectator control, which is relatively late in the course. So it'll be a while before we get any information from there. Junior boys do have one radio before the spectator, and then the senior classes have quite a few radios. The first starters have been out for about 24 minutes now, and the first runners from the teams are just going out now.
Victoria Underwood from New Zealand Harua second yesterday in the sprint, starting at 8:32. She'll be one to keep an eye on early. And Ruben Klaassen third yesterday from WA, also starting at 8:32. So they should set an early benchmark in the juniors.
Yeah, I think those are two people you'd expect to do pretty solid times. It's the anticipated winning time here is 45 to 50 minutes for the seniors, 35 to 40 for the juniors. Before I came here, my sense was that courses might be a touch on the long side, but we are in the flatter part of the map, and at least around the arena, the grass is quite short. So, the terrain may be a little bit faster than I was originally anticipating.
How does she start?
I'm here with Eric Smythe, course editor for today's courses.
Start at 8.
So, Eric, obviously you're very familiar with this terrain, and obviously the courses. Do you think today's going to be a more physical or technical challenge for athletes today?
No, it definitely leans on the physical side today. I'd be very surprised if many orienteers had much of a challenge technically. But I guess when you combine the speed and the physicality, I expect that runners will make little mistakes here and there when they're trying to be super quick around the course. There's plenty of opportunities where you can drop 10 to 30 seconds. And I have a feeling today probably will come down to seconds, not minutes, when we're looking at the podium.
He sandbagged so much about the heat that he came second on Sunday. It's fine.
And so obviously yesterday was pretty warm, and you said that putting out controls you were feeling a bit toasted. Today's looking a bit better. You feeling lucky with the weather?
Oh, it's great. think Brisbane's really turned it on today. No, we were a little bit concerned there with obviously the heat wave, and obviously it would have been nice to cook the Victorians and the New Zealanders, but no, it's absolutely perfect weather today, and yeah, I'm sure plenty of Orienteers will have a great run. We have heaps of water out there. We put on extra water controls that won't be marked on the map. But yeah, there's heaps of water available out there should you require it, as well as our water control in the arena, our spectator.
What kind of times are you reckoning the top guys and girls are going to do today?
Yeah, good question. So when I finalised courses a couple months ago, the terrain was much less runnable. So in our dry winter, a lot of our terrains died off. Definitely, courses will go quicker than anticipated. If we look at our senior boys, they got 7.4 to do. I do predict that they will go under the 45 minutes. I reckon we'll see a winning time around 42 or so for the senior boys. And again, with the junior boys and junior girls, I wouldn't be surprised if they go under as well. Definitely more on the runnable side. There's bits of lantana around the course, and with the drier weather, really has opened things up and made it much more runnable out there.
Is there anyone in particular you're keeping an eye on, maybe particularly the Queenslanders?
Runners. Girls.
Yeah, no, just really looking forward to see everyone out there have a great run. I haven't tried to make it too punishing with the hills. There are some hills around. But hopefully, I just want to see runners coming back, not miss punching. There are some trickier sections where kids will have to pay close attention to their numbers and that sort of thing. But we're definitely not trying to bait kids into mispunching or anything like that. I want to see kids come back and have a clean run, have a good time, and hopefully clean navigation.
Thank you very much, Eric, and hopefully it goes all well today.
Take opportunities as you find them. Obviously, once we actually have finishes, then that's.
She didn't get any on team because she came last in the sprint, but came third in the long.
2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Dad just texted you.
Yeah.
Gonna be Mike. Driver's license, Sarah Bruce.
Okay.
I'll call her. Sarah Bruce, we've just had your phone handed in at the commentary tent. I mean, the juniors.
Yeah.
Do you want to give this to Sarah? Yeah.
And Mike texted her.
Yeah.
How's Emma just skip after?
Sprint specialist. She did 3 controls on Sunday.
Okay, maybe not so much.
I can't see Ella being a medalist in this terrain. Yeah, top 10 decent run.
Well, I mean,
Well, she's third.
third going.
Yeah,
Might.
run.
I mean, he's been quite good in the bush.
Yeah.
compared to him. I've had Jaywalk, who's
Oh, Eli.
quite high.
His bush range really developed this year.
We were joking. He only got
back into orienteering this time last
Yeah,
year.
well, this time last year he
Didn't
did.
run there.
Well, yeah, he did run forest races. So.
As you do.
Yeah.
She's our new scholar.
Okay.
Don't you have?
Yeah, we got 2 now.
Yeah.
Well, Hedda was supposed to be going home like soon, but maybe staying longer. Switzerland. She was at Oringen and Jaywalk. Like not running. Well, she ran at Oringen, but just helping out at Jaywalk. But you know, decent.
Got smashed.
Yeah.
Black colour.
I know, it's like, 6th place, 37 minutes behind.
And the W20s were incredibly spread out.
Yeah. Whereas, yeah, I'm sure the men, well, so no punches.
I thought she had a pretty good result at here.
She did okay yesterday.
She was the second best. She was the second best Australian in the qualification. Savannah's not that good.
Yeah, I know, but well, she was still a Jeff reserve. Yeah, you know, you gotta be okay in the push. Maybe not.
Oh, we have some action. So we have our first radio time, and it's from the junior girls, and it's Veronica Iskahokova, who's running as an independent athlete. She's from the ACT, but not in the ACT team, and she's gone through at 32.58. So that looks a fairly reasonable time to me.
First start.
Oh, actually, there's so it's the numbering of the radio controls is a little bit confusing. I think it came, we got it coming through as being a spectator control, but evidently it's an earlier control, and also just going through is Josie Hua from as an independent athlete from New Zealand, and she started 6 minutes behind Veronica and has almost caught her. So Josie takes the lead at that point at 27.37. So our first couple through the first radio, which at least gives us some reassurance that radio controls are working.
Josie was 7th yesterday in the junior girls, so it's a pretty solid runner and be taking the early lead here, so should be one to watch.
Yeah, New Zealand, there's often some pretty good independent athletes from New Zealand because unless things have changed, I believe New Zealand only pick people for their selected teams from 14 upwards, so the younger ones go into the independent category, and some of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all working at the moment.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
It's all working.
Yeah.
Stop that.
So there must be. There's
Someone
one.
just went through that road.
Yeah.
Oh, another
Yeah,
one.
there's Josie.
Tamsin McCamish.
She was good actually.
Wasn't she third in women 40?
Yeah, 3rd in women 40.
Yeah, so another one through the first radio, Tamsin McCamish from New Zealand. 3:16 down on Josie Hua at that point. Tamsin was a place getter in W14 on Sunday, so someone we'd expect to post a pretty competitive time, but Josie Hua setting the pace at the moment.
She's got a hydration. She's running her junior girls in like 20 degrees.
So maybe 27 minutes in the first radio. Maybe that'll come down to
Come down to
20. So it's start.
Yeah,
Do you want to look at the start list? See if there's. Just go to 8:40. Go down a bit. Just check all of them. Ivy Rapley.
Just go down to 8:45.
Oh, no one.
Oh, Mark.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, no.
Yeah, I
He's-
know.
he's a sprint specialist.
Okay, can we bring up junior?
What do you want to?
Okay, so we've got a few more times through. We're starting to get some junior boys through. So Oliver Gladwin through the first radio in 22.47. William Spolder 26.48. Those two look to be together at the moment. In fact, Free and Benjamin Jardine at 34.51. So I think those three are together at this point. And they're our first three for the first radio and junior boys.
So some of our recent starters in the ASOC race, so we've had Alma Walter go out, so she was 5th at the Oz Middle last year in women's 14. We also had Amy McGowan head out at 8:40. She was 2nd at the Oz Sprint in women 18 and 5th at the Oz Long in women 18, so definitely a good athlete. And we also have Ewan Keefe, so he's run like a sub 2 minute 800 before, and he came, where did he come? Well, this is all sprint stuff, but he's definitely one to watch out for. He did quite good at the Easter long distance this year. He was only 9 minutes behind me.
Yeah. Okay.
Just start switching around. All right. What have we got? Punches.
Yeah.
How many? So junior girls. They're still the same. Junior boys though.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay. So we've had some punches in the junior boys class. So currently in the lead is Oliver Gladwin, an independent. He's punched with a time of 22 minutes and 47 seconds and has taken the lead 4 minutes ahead of William Spolder, another independent, and then Ben Jardine is currently in third, 12 minutes back.
No seniors,
No seniors yet.
but I guess you'll be watching. They should.
The radio's coming through.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll talk about him. We could just say when he started.
7 for Sundays on, even though he ran off straight off the map.
Yeah, it's like have a dig at him. 60th at Joke Mill. Actually, that's quite good.
Yes, that is quite good.
Like,
But you,
yeah, smokes me. He was like a really early start as well.
yeah. To be honest, there wasn't actually that much tracking on the jaywalk. I don't remember there being that much.
There wasn't.
That wasn't much. I was a very late starter.
So if you some senior
Sophie
girls,
and 850.
juniors, no.
Juniors,
girls,
we've not
maybe.
done anything for ages.
Ivy Rapley, do you want to say?
Oh, yeah. I'd say it with Eli then. Is that on? We've also had some other runners head out. Ivy Rapley from Tasmania in the junior girls. She was first in the Oslong and women 14, so definitely one to watch out for. And we also had Eli Dent, yesterday's winner in the sprint. He also came 60th in the Jaywalk middle, so he's definitely got some class about him in the forest, but he generally prefers the sprint, so we'll see what he can do.
Wellington Wood just through the first radio and junior boys in 34 minutes, which puts him in third place at the moment.
Veronica punched the radio, the spectator 6 minutes ago, so
Yeah, the spectator number's different.
Yeah, the numbers here are wrong.
that's so 39, 203 is.
So this must be a pre-warning for spectator.
Yeah,
And this is
that's good.
spectator.
The pre-warnings are really good.
yeah, pre-warning for spectators.
And hopefully,
Yeah, have, yeah.
Then we can say.
I wonder what the
yeah,
course would
can't-
actually look like.
Yeah, I know. I want, yeah. All the maps are a K away, so we don't.
Let's go for a run.
Seem to be a mountain bike race on.
Yeah.
Hopefully they aren't riding anywhere that would
Apparently, all the mountain bike tracks here have Google Street View.
Yeah. I remember going onto them like, oh, there's street.
I think my classic unfortunate coincidence of events was when I was growing up in Canberra. They had one year I ran the ACT Junior Road 10K Championships at the at Exhibition Park.
Oh yeah.
And it was scheduled at the same time as the Street Machines meeting, so you arrange for a cloud of burning rubber on every lap. And knowing the crowd that turns up to the Street Machines, I imagine that the junior
I didn't
women...
care much.
I'm guessing that the junior women participants in the road race probably got some spectator feedback, shall we say. Yeah.
I just, when I was looking at this place and realised what it was, I was
And
like,
you
oh my god,
like
I want to hang
control
around
it
and
as a
ride a bike.
commander.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if I just want to quickly find someone how they went, I can
Yeah.
just command it.
Yeah, I don't remember the mountain bike tracks being such a thing, but I guess mountain bike tracks weren't such a thing in before. Yeah.
The last time I was here was Easter and I would have been
15.
12. Not
So
real.
it was 04, so yeah, so you've been
Oh,
first year 16s.
random.
We've got a new lead in
Big
time.
Williams.
Yep,
Like 4 minutes. No?
yep. Two.
Want to take it?
Yep, you can.
Okay. So we've got a new leading time at the first radio control in the junior boys. Jacob Williams, independent from New Zealand, has taken the lead by 2 minutes and 16 seconds, currently with a time of 20 minutes and 31 seconds.
Coming through the spectator.
You guys want some maps?
Yeah, if you have any spare.
Yeah, I'll head up there in a second and see if I can grab a couple. One of each.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Just so we know where the
Where that's all great. Oh yeah.
thing is though, all the junior boys, they've punched one control, and they've not punched 203 as well. So it's like,
Oh true.
Yeah.
Oh true.
so
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, okay.
so I know they have one there, and then they do another loop.
Maybe, yeah. Whereas we still haven't got anyone through the 204.
Yeah, I'm interested what the course actually looks like.
It's
'cause
the
it's
best
taken
spectator
so
day
long.
of the year in Australia.
How long is the course?
Senior boys 7-4.
Yeah. I know theirs is like,
But apparently very fast. Like, what was it, Eric? Is that his name?
Yeah.
said 42, he reckons, to the senior
Okay,
boys.
that's interesting. Yeah, that's
yeah.
so. Yeah, I guess my reference point was Easter, and I thought from there that 7-4 might be on the long side, but
40 minutes. That's what. They run
42.
5-minute Ks almost.
So yeah, under sub 6 minute case. So if they run 6 minute case, they'll do 45.
Yeah, they run 8K. So it's quite
Well, that's 6 minute case straight line.
Yeah.
So it's he gone, oh, I can run this case for this terrain. They'll just run on the straight line.
Oh.
Just a random radio.
What?
Yep.
Should we call this?
Yep.
There's nothing else to say.
Yep, so just had another couple of runners through the first radio and junior boys, Ripley Wood and Hamish Zinsan at 28 and 30 minutes respectively, 4th and 5th places. They appear to be running together at this point. And judging by the audience reaction, they are about to appear at the spectator control. Yep, I can see at least one of them.
I think that's.
That's Ben Jardine.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So they
Okay.
punched that one like.
Yeah.
Quite.
Okay, so in fact that was our first runner through the spectator control, Ben Jardine, 45.05, and just behind, he's just got a little bit clear of Oliver Gladwin and William Spalder, but Oliver being the last starter of those 3 years leading at that point at 33.21.
They're not. I can't see.
Not all of them are coming through here, so I'm guessing it may be a rude choice.
Yeah, right.
Or they're just drinking.
Oh yeah, no. Here we go. They must have
Okay.
drink.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
stop
just-
that, they look so young.
They're doing quite well, yeah. They're 33, like, you know.
Is that the equivalent of, you're getting older when you start thinking about how young the police look?
When I started getting like doctors.
Yeah,
that
I'm just gonna get like a list of people.
Actually,
who's
another
starting.
benchmark was when my old high school appointed principal who was younger than I
Hold on,
was.
that one's fine. Go.
And so a few starters we've had recently. We've had Zach Meads go out. He was 4th yesterday. Generally also known for his sprint orienteering, but could do a good performance in the bush. And we also, in the senior girls, had Sophie Hartman headed out at 8:50. Now, she's been in the honour team before. She was, where was she? Third Aussie last year in the schools long in junior girls. And then 2 minutes behind her is Anna Batchelor, who was 23rd at last year's schools long. And first at this year's Auslong in women 18.
Okay, so we've had our first senior girl through a radio, Torin Jurgensen at about 32 minutes. And we've also had our first team member through the first junior boys radio, Quinn Harris from Hurua. He was the first starter. He's through in 21.57, so that puts him in second place at the moment, 126 down on Jacob Williams.
You got sent. You said still no punch at 204.
These things are still.
I think we're about to have our first finisher, or first finishers, and this will be the junior girls.
Yeah. So this is Josie Hua and Veronica Iskakova coming into the finish.
So Josie Hua will be the fastest of those two, and she has come in about 42 minutes, 41.50 unofficially. I always had to wait for download to confirm that, but 47.53 is Veronica Iskakova, so she moves into second place for now.
A couple of radios, I don't know. We didn't get any radios. They just we had that. That's a spectator one, and then they just finished. So
Yep.
I don't know, 204, 202, 201.
But 202's that one there. and
Well,
it's
yeah,
just coming up as
confusing. I think
203.
yeah, that one's 202, but we're getting a punch for it at 203.
Let me check. Junior girls.
I mean, it's just 204, 202, 201, which I think would be.
Okay, I think this is Tamsin McCamish. She is currently on about 44.5 minutes, so we'll move into second place there, 44.37, so 247 down on Josie Hua.
No, they were all the same shit. When we had a few.
41 minutes is actually pretty good.
It's a competitive time, yeah, but she was about 7.48 yesterday, so.
We now have a new leading time at the first radio control in the junior girls. Victoria Underwood from New Zealand Harua. She should be coming through the spectator quite soon. She's done a time of 23 minutes and 4 seconds and is 4 minutes ahead of Josie Hua from New Zealand as well.
Yeah, so we thought Victoria might be someone to post an early benchmark as a medalist yesterday, and she certainly made a very good start. 4:33 in front at the first radio, and potentially on track for a time in the mid-30s the way she's going if she can finish off well.
So winning time 30:35, so should be fine. Haven't got our punch at 203 yet.
Junior girls for you guys. They're the first back.
So that's 6, 7. So 7. Oh, so yeah.
Oh, yes. Good.
Yeah, so just a little loop at the end. Looks like a certain amount of lantana.
Oh yeah, Thomas Christo said.
And in the junior boys, we have a new second best time with Thomas Caristo at the first radio control in a time of 21:31, a minute behind the independent Jacob Williams from New Zealand.
Yeah, so Thomas on a pretty good run there at the moment, certainly in the mix for the upper placings at present. Ella Lang also through, and she's in the lead actually. So Ella on a very good run here. It was 12 seconds in front of Victoria Underwood at the last radio. So she's also on track for a time in the mid-30s. With that, these runs are runs which I definitely expect to be in the top 10 and maybe better than that. We'll have to wait and see as things unfold.
And we also had Matilda Cooper from Queensland through in third place, 4 minutes down on Ella's time.
Yep. So some starting to see the times come down a bit here. We're starting to get a few more radios in various places. Just seeing if there are any particular. Most of those times a bit further back, but we'll be waiting keenly for Victoria Underwood and LMO Lang. Ruben Clayson's just through the first radio in junior boys. He's third in the sprint yesterday, not having quite such a good day today, but still travelling okay. He's 26.03, which currently puts him in fifth place at the first radio. We don't have any finishes yet in the junior boys, but I suspect we're not that far away from getting some. The girls were taking predicted to take something like 12 minutes for their final loop, and assuming the boys have a fairly similar loop, then we might expect to see some finishes maybe in the next 5 minutes or so.
And we've had our first punch at a radio in the senior boys. We've had our first two punches, actually. So we've got Jacob Abernethy from an independent from New Zealand. He's punched the first radio in a time of 42 minutes 15. With Oscar Hedderling, an independent from Australia. I think he's from Queensland. He's 8 minutes and 42 seconds down on the time of Jacob. So there's our first punches for the senior boys.
Yep, so it's obviously a fairly long first sector for the senior boys, but we'll start to see a bit more action in that class fairly soon, I think.
So some of the recent starters we've had Zara Twos from New Zealand Harua, second place yesterday in the sprint. We'll see how she can go in the forest, and she was 14th last year, see if she can improve on that. We also had Aidan Barrett Hamilton from New Zealand Karahiwi. He was third at the Oslong in Men 14, so he's definitely one to watch out for. And we've also had Ella Clausen, yesterday's winner in the sprint. We'll see how she can go in the forest. She was 7th in the Oslong, so... And in the senior boys, we have Maddie Maundrell starting in 4 minutes, yesterday's third place Australian in the sprint. And we also had Matt Layden. He was in the honour team last year for the junior boys, starting 4 minutes ago.
Okay, we've had started to get a few more senior boys through. What do I do there? Yep. So Thomasin Zandicki is in front at the first radio in senior boys, 37.11, which puts him 5 minutes in front of Jacob Abernathy.
And you said that one was 2:02, right? So that's Quinn. That was Quinn Harris just going through there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
now 12:50.
Yeah, so Quinn Harris also through, and he is currently in the lead at the second radio, just ahead of Jacob Williams. So it's 36 seconds in front. So the state of play there at the second radio, which is the pre-warning for the spectator. Quinn Harris at 31.08, Jacob Williams 31.34, Oliver Gladwin 33.21. As I was saying before, I think we might expect to see our first finishes in the junior boys in the finish maybe in the next 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah, pretty. Jacob.
I think we've got a pretty ready.
We can see them there.
Yeah. We've got it. I think we've got as good
3 sets of eyes.
For line of sight, as good.
A lot of packs.
Yeah. That's usual for a long. And yeah, you guys will recognise more people by sight than I will. So,
Yeah, so 205 on the junior girls is like just down there.
yeah.
So
Finishes.
that's Ollie Gladwin.
Okay, so we are getting our first junior boys finishes. So Oliver Gladwin, our first finish in junior boys, will be just on 45 minutes, I think. We're also expecting Ben Jardine and William Spolder fairly soon. So it's so just checking times there. Oliver Gladwin 45:04.
Yep.
So we've got a time on the board here. And William Spolder 49:14.
For 202. Punch yet? There, Presley School.
Presley Schooler Evans just through the spectation with junior boys at 47:29. Also Finley Connor at 37:30.
Is there a pre-warning for the spectator?
Yeah. Or in the junior girls.
Yeah, it depends on the course, I think.
There is one. For the junior girls, we have one, but the junior boys do punch.
And in the senior girls, we've had a few more punches. We've got Lani Murray punching the first radio control, 5 minutes down on the time of Torren Jorgensen. And then Dora Slavic in third place, 7 minutes 25 down on Torren's time.
Couple more radio times. First two radio times at the second radio through in the senior boys, and Thomas Inzandicki continues to hold his lead. In fact, I think he has now caught Jacob Abernathy. So Thomas Inzandicki at 40:59, Vera and Jacob Abernathy 6:02 down at 47:01.
Never mind. The junior boys don't have a pre-warning.
Thomas Caristo, I think, just went through. Yep, 30, and he's on a good run actually. Thomas Caristo, 30:56 at the spectator, and that puts him in the lead at this point. So 12 seconds ahead of Quinn Harris, and 48 seconds ahead of Jacob Williams. So Thomas Caristo on a pretty good run there. Looking at projected times, we're thinking that those two might be on track for something around about 41 minutes. Fastest time to finish at the moment is Oliver Gladwin's 45:04.
Start this surely. Or Alex Lawson started 5 minutes ago. Okay.
I've already said that.
Okay.
And in the senior boys, we have a new fastest time at the first radio, Leo O'Neill from New Zealand Harua. He is currently on a time of 35 minutes and 9 seconds at the first radio. And we've also had Samuel Wild, an independent from New Zealand, punch the radio in 5th place, 16 minutes down on the time of Leo's.
And we have a new leader in the junior girls at the spectator control, Ivy Rapley, 31:44. So that puts her 1:08 in front of Elamaya Lang. And 1:20 in front of Victoria Underwood. We thought Ivy might be a medal contender today, and she's certainly on track for a good time at the moment.
And we've just had Ben Jardine come into the finish there, finishing with a time of 60 minutes and 26 seconds.
Kiwis junior girls. Is that Victoria Underwood? It might be.
And we've got, I think, a junior girl into the finish now. I think this might be Victoria Underwood, maybe.
Yeah, Victoria Underwood finishing there. Unofficially about 35 minutes, just waiting for the time to come up. But that will be a new leading time, 34:47. So she's in the lead in the finish at the moment. There are a couple out on the course who are slightly faster than her through radios, but she's definitely very much in contention for high placings today. So Elamaya Lang started 2 minutes behind Victoria Underwood, so she needs to come in the next minute if she wants to beat Victoria Underwood. She was 3 seconds in front of Victoria Underwood at the most recent radio.
And we've got some more punches in the senior girls. We've got Torren Jorgensen has punched through the spectator and another radio control, still in the lead with a time of 48 minutes 58 at the third radio control. And we also have Anna Wright in the senior girls from New Zealand Harua, who's currently in second place, a minute 25 down on Torren at the first radio.
Yep, so I think Elamo Lang's time is I reckon that's lagging a little actually. I think Elamo Lang's time is just about running out to get the lead from Victoria Underwood.
Say while they're early starts, it's actually could be for the medals really.
Yeah.
He's not come through anything.
You talked about it.
Yeah, I did. Did I? No, I talked about you and Keith, not him. I'll talk about him throughout the race.
Cody Clarkson through our first radio in second position. 105 down on Torren Jorgensen and 20 seconds ahead of Anna Wright. So Katie on a pretty good run. Yeah, I was going to say in the early stages, but it's probably more than halfway through the course.
Yep, so Katie was first at the schools long last year in the junior girls, now stepping up to the seniors, so we'll see how she can track over the rest of the race. And we've got a punch at the second radio for Leo O'Neill from New Zealand Harua, who's currently in the lead by a minute 53 in the senior boys, with a time of 39 minutes and 6 seconds.
Yep, so Leo on a pretty good run there, and I think if I've worked out the radio controls correctly, he'll be coming through the spectator relatively soon.
They all do pretty much a similar so it's 2:05. Yeah. Jemima Hospital, that's a good time.
Looks yep.
14 seconds down on Ivy Rapley.
Yep. Jemima Hoskin through the first radio, 14 seconds down on Ivy Rapley, but we have competitors in the finish at the moment. There's a Victorian there, which I think is probably Elamaya Lang, which will move her into second position, as well as one of the New Zealanders. I'm just trying to pick up who that is. So Elamaya Lang going in 36.49, moves into second place, and Emily Williams 46.40 from New Zealand moves into fifth position. Ivy Rapley, the next likely challenger to Victoria Underwood's lead there. Victoria Underwood at 34.47 and Ivy Rapley currently at 27 minutes. Jemima Hoskins just hit the latest radio as well, and she is 7 seconds down on Ivy Rapley at that stage, so the time's starting to hot up there.
Jemima must have started 10 minutes after.
She did.
Or 4 after Ivy. Independent.
In the junior boys, we have a punch at the first radio from Will Headley from New South Wales. He's currently in fourth position, 2 minutes and 11 seconds down on the time from Jacob Williams, but only a minute down on the current leader's time of Thomas Caristo at the next radio.
Yeah, so quite a few finishes now coming in the junior girls. Elena Smith the most recent one, Kate Wheeler, Chiverni Jayasuriya, all coming in at Elena 53, Kate Wheeler 49.58, Chiverni 55.57. Matilda Cooper 42.12, the fastest of that bunch. So that will move her, I think, into fourth place in the finish. So Matilda Cooper, pretty good run there.
I think Aizen wants to do an interview.
Sure.
Is that working? So I'm just here with Ella Meyer Lang, who has just come into second place in the junior girls. Ella, you had a really strong start. It looked like maybe you faded a little bit at the end. So how did you find the course?
It was really good. I haven't run moderate in a few years, but it was really nice, and it was actually pretty tricky. I like the water courses, and running up and down was fun. But yeah, I tried to hold out towards the end, but you know.
And you must be buzzing from your third place Australian finish yesterday in the sprint. Were you really happy with that race?
Yeah, I was really surprised because sprint isn't my usual good run, so I was really happy.
Yeah, congratulations. I'll let you go and warm down. Thank you.
Okay, we have a new leader in the finish in the junior boys, Jacob Williams, 44.28, about half a minute in front of Oliver Gladwin.
Surely Eli would have punched it.
And we've now seen the courses, and we know that the last loop is fairly similar for all of the classes. So that means we may start to see senior boys through in the next 5 minutes or so.
Yep, Leo O'Neill.
So I've had Leo O'Neill just through the spectator there. He's still in first place by 1 minute and 57 seconds ahead of the independent athlete Thomas Zinzandiki.
Yep, so 43.39, fairly solid run there for Leo. And Leo was the first starter of the team members, so that will set something of an early benchmark, I think.
And we should be expecting a time at the first round from Eli Dent in the next couple of minutes. Won yesterday's sprint. He should be one of the favourites in the senior boys.
Okay, we've got a couple of interesting times through in junior boys. At the first rodeo, Aidan Tomlins has taken the lead there at 20.01. Running, I think, with him is Holan Marcus Chung from New South Wales at 22.13 in fifth place. So, two who are definitely up there at the moment. Angus Hewitt just going through the spectator now in fifth place at 34.35 from Tasmania.
Yeah, so Aidan was 11th yesterday in the sprint, so we'll see how he can do today in the forest races. Nothing really of note.
Senior girls finish, the first senior girls finish, must be.
Yep, so first, Tyron Jurgensen finished in the senior girls, our first finisher there. So she will be about 57 minutes, we think, 57.27. So Thomas Christo also finishing, and Thomas was on and Thomas is our fastest in the finish now at 41.40. So he's in fact, don't think we've seen Quinn Harris yet. So he's gone through Quinn Harris on that last part of the course, and Thomas Christo posting a pretty useful time early on.
Is that Fraser? Yeah, it's Fraser.
So Quinn must have made a mistake just on that last loop.
Yeah, a couple of tricky controls there.
Getting exciting.
And in the senior boys, we have a new third best time at the first radio, Isaac Butler from Tasmania.
Yep, so Isaac on a reasonable run there, about 4.5 down on Leo O'Neill at that stage.
Here at the moment with our current leader in the junior, Thomas Caristo. So Thomas, how was your run today?
It was really good out there. Tracks, which was good, helped me a lot of the time. But yeah, I think I did well keeping straight to my roots.
Yeah, out there. How did you navigating that? Yeah. And, how are you feeling for your relay tomorrow? Have a good team.
Oh, I don't know. Have to find out. Yeah, should be good. Map I've run on, so.
Yeah, that's great. Local knowledge is helpful, but
Eighth, so maybe not quite third yesterday.
those placings include projected time, so he'll be faster than that in the finish. Yep, so can you pull that up? I think he's third in the finish. Ruben Clayson's just finishing in 45.06. Fourth place in the finish, 3:27 down. Lost a bit of time early. Looks like he's run a good second half of the course to pull himself back up into a bit higher up in the placings than he was early on.
And we've also had Aidan Barrett Hamilton punch the first radio in fourth place from New Zealand Karahiwi. But currently in the lead, we have Felix Ward at the first radio. 19 minutes 43. Takes the lead off Aidan Tomlins by 18 seconds. So we'll see how he goes over the rest of the course.
Ivy Rapley finishing in the junior girls. And she is currently on about 34 minutes. So she's going to get in front of Victoria Underwood, I think. Just waiting for a confirmation on that time. But, yep, she's got in 29 seconds in front of Victoria Underwood. So Ivy Rapley moves into the lead.
We've got a pre-warning now. We must have got the last control now. It's got a radio.
Yeah.
Is that?
Ella Clausen through the first radio in junior girls, though, and she is opened up a big lead at that point. 3 minutes 14 on her Tasmanian teammate Ivy Rapley. So an excellent start there for Ella Clausen.
And we just had Quinn Harris finish in the junior boys. He was up there in second place early on through the third radio, but it looks like he's lost some time towards the end of the course, and he's done a time of 48.39, 7 minutes down on the leader.
Yep, he's currently in fifth place in the finish.
No punch from Eli at the first.
Here now with Ivy Rapley, who's currently leading in the junior girls. So Ivy, how did you find the map out there? It looked tricky.
Yeah, it's tricky, but I feel like there's lots of routes where you could just flat out. It was like if you wanted to be a runner on that course, you really could be. But then there was some tricky nav as well, just keeping on top of what gully you were on and things like that.
Yeah, awesome. And I think probably some of your Tasmanian experience in that diabolical green down in Little Child Creek would have helped, do you think?
Definitely. And so those creeks, you just had to pick a route on the map that looked like the right route. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. And it looks like you've got quite a strong team down in Tasmania, so I think you'll have a good run tomorrow, do you think? Yeah, very well done. Go and warm down. Thank you.
Okay, we've had two more through the spectator in senior girls, and both are faster than our current leader in the finish, Torin Jurgensen. So Rebecca Craig through at 43.52 and Cody Clausen at 44.34. So Rebecca is 4 minutes up on Torin Jurgensen's time, suggesting she's potentially on track for something around 52-53 minutes in the finish. So good. Both Rebecca and Katie look like they're on pretty good runs here.
Yeah, so Rebecca was in the honour team last year. So she looks like she's having another good run this year in the long distance.
Yes, and one of the things I noticed when they were doing the run-up, one of the things I had in the athlete profiles at the opening ceremony was your pre-race song, and one of the things I was keeping track of was how many of those songs could be found in my own music collection. Unsurprisingly, the answer is not very many, but Rebecca's was one of them.
And I believe we have our first finisher coming in for the senior boys. So Jacob Abernethy, from an independent from New Zealand. He's coming in with a time of 65 minutes currently. And also in the radios, we've got Eli Dent with the new fastest time at the first radio, 34 minutes 13. A minute and 6 seconds ahead of sub 2 minute 800 metre runner Ewan Keefe from Queensland, who's punched the second radio in second place, 14 seconds down on Leo O'Neill.
Yes, Ewan didn't have such a good day yesterday, but looks like he's on a pretty good run today, and Eli also making a solid start.
Did he tell you yesterday? Yeah. He's running 51.400. Just say if he runs 8.451, he might. I figured he must have said something.
Mate, when he comes in the finish, you have to give him a winder.
Okay, because I put him in the ins, not the 10 ounce. Okay, just want to check that.
Charles Milne.
Come for some banter. Yeah. Oh no, I just laugh at him. 800 metre time.
Alright.
So we've got Anna Wright in the senior girls, currently in 4th place, 5 minutes down on the time of the beast Rebecca Craig from New South Wales. I was also told to say that.
Mind you, very specialties along the distances, I would have thought
And we've had Jemima Hoskin finish for New Zealand Harua. We've somehow missed that, but she's taken the new best time in the junior girls. 33 minutes, 57 seconds, 21 seconds ahead of Ivy Rapley. So she's had a very good last half of the course to get ahead of Ivy.
Yeah, she's always pretty close to Ivy. She was 14 seconds down at first radio, 7 at the second. So, it's been pretty tight between those two throughout. We know that Ella Clausen is 3.5 minutes up on them at the radios, but she still has the last part of the course to complete.
In the next 5 minutes. Yeah. Well, maybe next 4. Yeah.
Ella, she won. Yeah, she's like she should have a big.
And we've got a new fastest time through the spectator control in the junior boys. Aidan Tomlins from Queensland has punched with a time of 28 minutes and 43 seconds, taking the lead by 2 minutes and 13 seconds over his teammate Thomas Caristo also from Queensland. And Marcus Chung has punched in 4th place, 2 minutes 39 down on the time of Aidan.
Angus Hewitt, I think that was, just finishing.
And Katie Clausen second and Katie Clausen first.
So Katie Clausen's just gone through a radio in the final loop, 49.53. That puts her 3:58 in front of Torun Jurgensen at that stage. So, and she's probably about 3 or 4 minutes from a finish.
Oh, no one.
Angus Hewitt earlier finished at 43.57. That is, I think, puts him in second place in the finish at the moment. 2:18 down on Thomas Caristo. There are a few out on radio times faster than that, but Angus in the clubhouse, so to speak, and it's going to be a pretty solid result for him, I think.
He's here with me right now. So Angus, how did you find it out there?
It was really contoury, but just finding the way with the least amount of hills is probably the best way most of the time.
Yeah, for sure. And how did you navigate all the green? I was just talking to one of your Tasmanian compatriots, and they said the green gullies in Tas was a real advantage. Did you find that?
Yeah, the green was really easy to navigate, actually. Yeah, sometimes I couldn't tell it was green, unlike in Tassie.
Yeah, well, congratulations, you're in second at the moment. So great work, and go and have a good warm down. Okay, so a few new radio controls in the senior girls. So we've got Anna Batchelor in 33 minutes and 1 second at the first radio. So she's taken the lead there by 44 seconds over Torun Jorgensen. And Sophie Hartman seems to have been caught by Anna Batchelor at that radio and is in 5th place, 35 minutes down. But we've got a new best time now from Zara Toos from New Zealand Harua, who has taken the lead by 3 minutes and 9 seconds at the first radio with 29 minutes and 52.
Yeah, we were thinking before the start that Zara and Liana Stubbs might fight out the senior girls between them, and Zara certainly running well at the moment and has opened up a pretty big lead.
Liana, it's 4 minutes that. Wait, we'll call Ella. When she punches, we'll call her when she hits the...
Yeah.
We'll just sit. We'll wait for her punch.
Yeah.
Is that Alma Walter?
Alma Walter finishing there in 48.43 in the junior girls. A few more radio times as well. We have a punch from Leo O'Neill and
he's coming into the finish.
So Leo O'Neill will take the lead here in senior boys. Thompson Zandicki currently in the lead at 59.50, and Leo is going to do about 57.
No, click out.
No, it's not.
She would be running.
Oh, it's Katie.
Katie Clausen is going to take the lead in the finish in senior girls with about 53 minutes, 4 minutes up on Turin Jurgensen.
Eli Dent going to spectator.
Stop.
In the lead.
Senior boys. So we've got Eli Dent just coming through the spectator recently in the lead, 41 minutes, 17 seconds. And we also had Ewan Keefe from Queensland, the sub 2 minute 800 metre runner with a minute 13 down on second place, but 3 minutes down on Eli. And what's happening?
Just wait.
Who's this?
So I'm guessing that Ewan might be set for a decent finish, Utes, please, with those credentials.
Here's Ella.
And we have Ella Clausen coming into the finish now. She is on a time of about 28 minutes at the moment, and she is definitely going to take the new leading time in the junior girls class by over 5 minutes. So this is a great run by Ella, the winner of yesterday's sprint.
Yeah, very, very good run there, and she'll take the lead by about 5.5 minutes, and that is going to take quite some beating. Quite a few of quite a few of the people who we thought might be most likely challengers are already in. Ivy Rapley's already in, Victoria Underwood's already in, so it's going to take quite a bit of beating.
And we've got Rebecca Craig in the finishing chute, the beast from New South Wales. She's going to come in with a new best time in the senior girls.
Yep, she's 53.34 is what she's chasing, but she's going to do, I think, pretty well right on 53. So aiming for final time, but we got her at about 53 dead, and she will take the lead. We know that Zara Tooze and Anna Batchelor are on faster times than them on the radios, but Rebecca Craig taking the lead at 53.13, in fact. Amy Duffy just going through a radio. Didn't get how our time ranks, but I think it's at least a few minutes behind Zara Tooze.
Hopefully Hayden made it.
Now with our current leader in the junior girls, a very dominant performance from Ella Clausen. Ella, are long distances your usual forte?
Well, in the last few days, I've actually been going a bit better in the sprints, so I was happy to get through with a relatively clean run.
Yeah, and you had a really great performance yesterday in the sprint, winning that one, so you would have been happy there. How did you find the map out there today? Was it something to your strengths?
Yeah, it was pretty good because in Tassie there's a lot of spur gully terrain, so yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And have you been up in Queensland before, running in any of these areas?
No, I've never been orienteering up here before.
Oh, well, you showed us all how it's done, so well done, Ella. Great work.
Okay, we're about to have some serious action in junior boys, I think, because Aidan Tomlins, who had been tracking well on radios, is probably within a couple of minutes of a finish. But we also have some significant radio times. We have Felix Ward through the final radio, 12 seconds in front of Aidan Tomlins at that stage. But we also have a new leader at the first radio, Rowan Braid from Western Australia, who fourth yesterday and was 1:44 up on where Felix Ward was at that stage. And Ewan Farquharson also through at first radio in third place. Ewan, our winner in M14s yesterday. We know from his run on Sunday that he's capable of finishing off very strongly, so he may well be in the mix as well.
Okay. Yeah, we saw him running up here. I don't know what he's doing.
So he started 9:35.
Okay, so
do we announce that?
What happened? Don't know.
Do we announce it?
So he's due to start at 9:24. He's starting at 9:35 now.
Okay, well, he's stuffed.
Yeah. Well, no, something. He had a good
Because he can get his time changed if it's not his fault, but if it's his fault, then he can't.
It's hard to see how.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, just keep that in mind.
And in the junior girls, we have a new second best time at the first radio. Layla Dent from Orienteering ACT. She is 3 minutes and 13 seconds down on Ella Clausen. Now, she was fourth yesterday in the sprint, fourth Australian, and she's only 12 years of age, so this is a really good run from Layla.
Looks like she's running with Naomi Penton, you could say, teammate.
Okay, so she's caught Naomi Penton 4 minutes, and Naomi was second in W14s on Sunday, so it's it looks like Layla's on a pretty good run if she's caught her teammate up 4 minutes fair. Junior boys, I think we're about.
And it looks like we have Aiden Tomlins coming up the finish chute now, so he is going to take a new leading time in the junior boys class. So.
Okay, so
What was that? Aiden Tomlins first.
Aiden Tomlins in the finish now and will take the lead at about high 38 minutes. Just waiting for an official time there. 38.56 there for Aiden Tomlins. So our new leader in the finish. We know that Felix Ward is tracking on a very similar radio times to Aiden, and Rowan Braid a bit further back is somewhat faster at the first radio.
And we've also had Will Headley from New South Wales finished in 45.08, currently in about 748th position.
I know Duncan Still in senior boys.
Duncan Still went through the spectator in senior boys in third place. 3:20 down on Eli Dent at that stage. Just thinking.
Junior boys will be coming in.
Yeah.
Now with our new leader in the junior boys. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Rajiv. Oh, how did your run go? Did you find it good out there?
Yeah, I found it a lot easier than the last long. Haven't felt the best recently, so I'm happy I just finished the course. Didn't really have too many mistakes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Great work. And did you find the sprint really diabolical like I did yesterday?
Yeah, I think a lot of us, including my team, underestimated it. We all thought to be a lot easier than it really was.
Yeah, well, great work getting through it. It looked tough out there.
And we've just had Marcus Chung from New South Wales finishing in the junior boys. He will move into third position currently, so it's a great run from Marcus, who was 7th in the sprint yesterday overall. And we also had Tiffany Palmer from New South Wales finishing there as well in the top 10.
Geez, I am now here with Aiden Tomlins. Now, Aiden, you've come through to take a great dominant win in the junior boys. So, at the moment, did you find it really physical out there, or did you find the navigation was more of a challenge?
Navigation wasn't too bad. It was probably more physical. You could follow a lot of tracks, so it was hard running up the hills and through the antenna. That was probably the hardest part.
And being a local Queenslander, did you feel like you had an advantage, or is this all completely new to you?
Spur Gully's not very new, but the map and hills to this week have been pretty new to me, so pretty tiring.
Yeah, well, congratulations, and great taking that lead at the moment. So go away and have a good evening and enjoy the relay tomorrow.
And in the junior boys, so we've got Ewan Farquharson from SA. He was first in the Oslong and Men 14 on Sunday, and he's just punched the spectator in second place, 7 seconds down on Felix Ward and 3 seconds ahead of Aiden Tomlins. And Felix Ward, we should be expecting within the next minute to take the lead in the junior boys. And now we've got Rowan Braid punching the spectator control in 25 minutes and 52 seconds. He'll take the lead by 2 minutes 40 seconds.
Henry Jordan third of the first race. Not the spectator.
Is it a spectator?
No. 202 is. 202 is that one. So Rowan should be coming to him. He's just over there. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, but Henry Jordan.
I was just looking at the start list for the junior girls, where Ella Clausen currently has a very big lead. The last starter today at 9:42 is Sophie Hurd, who was a place getter yesterday. So it is going to take a bit of time for that to play itself out, but Ella clearly in a very strong position in the finish at the moment. I think Felix Ward's time is about to expire if he wants to take the lead.
Yeah.
And I'm here at the moment with Leo O'Neill, who I believe is our current leader in the senior boys, taking an early lead there. How did you find the Aussie terrain, Leo?
It was super fast. Really? Oh yeah, it was just real fast. And there were some techie bits, but I think I made it through all right.
Yeah, that's great. Have you come over to Australia before, particularly Queensland?
No, this is my first time in Aussie. I've only done orienteering in New Zealand, so it's a big change, really open compared to all the forests in New Zealand.
Yeah, absolutely. And how are you coping with the heat? Because I think it's a bit of a change from. I'm from Melbourne, so I found it a struggle as well.
It wasn't too bad today compared to other days, but it was still quite hot and like humid. But I think I survived this one.
Yeah, well, congratulations coming into the current lead there. So awesome work, and yeah, I hope you go well. But also, I'm an Aussie, so anyway, have a great time tomorrow and enjoy the rest of the week.
Okay. We have a new leader at at the first radio in the senior boys, Matty Maundrell from the ACT at 31.58. So that puts him 2.15 up on Eli Dent at that stage. Eli continues to lead through Malaysia radios, and I think we'll probably see him at the finish in the next minute or two. But his time is going to be, probably around 54 minutes, which certainly looks chaseable to me. Senior girls, Zara Toos and Anna Batchelor continue to pull ahead of the field. They are running together. Zara at 42.28 at the most recent radio, and Anna at 46.29. Our current fastest of that radio is Rebecca Craig at 49.35. And we will probably see those two in at the finish in the next 2 to 3 minutes.
And we've also got Catherine Maundrell through 4th in the first radio, but currently the fastest Australian. So we'll see how she can go over the rest of the race. I believe she was 4th Australian yesterday.
Is she 4th Australian or 3rd Australian?
She's 4th overall, 3rd Australian. Catherine in the past has tended to specialise in the sprint distance, but looks like a pretty solid run there in the long as well. Eli Dent just finishing there. I think we've also had Felix Ward finishing with junior boys, so Eli Dent will take the lead in senior boys at 53.24, 3.41 in front of Leo O'Neill. Oscar Burns has just gone through the first radio in senior boys in second place, 33.29, so at 45 seconds in front of Eli Dent at that stage, and 1.30 up on Matty Maundrell, who continues to lead Eli Dent by a couple of minutes through the second radio.
And we've got sub 2 minute 800 metre runner, Ewan Keefe, coming into the finish. Great sprint finish there by Ewan Keefe, and he's done a pretty good time. He moves into 3rd place, just over 4 minutes down on Eli.
Yep, be waiting to see the finish shoot. Can see the finish shoot splits 13 seconds. That's one of the faster ones I've seen so far. For junior boys, we had Zara Toos. No, it's actually old news. Zara Toos and Anna Batchelor will be coming in pretty soon.
The second last one they just punched, so a couple of minutes away.
Eli Dent, our winner from yesterday and our current leader in the senior boys. I think sprint is usually more your style, Eli, but you had a great run out there today. Well done. How did you find it?
Yeah, it was good. I was a bit messy in the very beginning, but after that I got the momentum and just grind it through.
Yeah, and I think your running speed is really helpful. So did you find you were able to really push it hard out there?
Yeah, particularly today in some of the legs out there.
Yeah, amazing. And what do you find so good about sprint compared to forest normally?
I don't know. I can run fast. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you've showed us today that it's not just sprint that you're good at. So congratulations, and we'll see how your time holds up.
So Zara Toos and Anna Batchelor just finishing there. So Zara Toos will move into the lead in senior girls, 45.23. Anna Batchelor 49.24 in second place. Rebecca Craig goes down to 3rd at 53.13. So junior boys I want to pull up.
Blake McKinnon, is that a...
I'll have a look in a moment. Junior boys, Felix Ward we had been calling. He lost a little bit of time over the later part of the course, but still in second place in the finish at the moment. 2.26 down on our current leader in the finish, Aidan Tomlins. Ewan Farquharson probably not too far away from the finish. 38.56 is what he's chasing. He's currently on 36.20. He is on track to do about that time. And in the senior boys, we have a new fastest first split from Blake McKinnon at 31.46 to 12 seconds in front of Matty Maundrell. Eli Dent currently in the finish at 53.24, but we know from the radio times that there are quite a few out there who might be able to challenge that time.
And Rowan Braid should be in any minute.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm here now with Zara Toos, who is our current leader in the senior girls. So, Zara, how did you find this map compared to what you're used to back home in New Zealand?
Oh, it's very, 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 very different. I thought those contours, but no, it was fun. The mountain bike tracks were really... Yeah, my strategy was to speed along the tracks instead of going straight, and hopefully that went well, yeah.
Yeah, amazing. And I believe you had a pretty good performance yesterday in the sprint as well. How did you find that?
Oh man, that was a really tricky map. I made way more mistakes than I would have liked, but can't be too disappointed with that result. So, yeah, just building on whatever. Yeah, man, so many artificial barriers.
And how are you finding Queensland? I know you've been over to Australia a few times, but is this your first time up here?
Yeah, first time here, but thankfully it's not as hot today as I thought it would be. So, yeah, it was quite nice running in the cloudy and shade today.
Yeah, congratulations, and I think the New Zealanders are looking pretty strong today, so I think you should be looking forward to the relay tomorrow as well.
Oh, definitely. We're going to crush it.
Great work. Thanks, Sarah.
And during that interview, we had Layla Dent finish in second place in the junior girls, 33 minutes 31, 5 minutes down on time of Ella Clausen, but a great run there from Layla. And we should be expecting in the junior boys to have Rowan Braid and Ewan Farquharson in any minute now, any second now. Even.
Yep, Ewan will be the first of those we expect. He needs to get in the next 30 seconds to beat Aidan Tomlin's time, and then Rowan Braid started 4 minutes after. I think I can see Ewan, so this is going to be pretty tight here for the lead, but I think Ewan Farquharson is going to take the lead here in junior boys. About 38.40. Rowan Braid, in fact, has finished with him, so Ewan's lead only lasted a couple of seconds. They move into first and second place. Ewan Farquharson at 38.38, but Rowan Braid 34.43. Rowan is fastest through all radios so far, so that time looks pretty good, although there's still plenty to start in that field. A couple of other radio times recently. Henry Jordan from Tasmania through Radio Free at 28.53 in second place, 2.08 down on Rowan Braid. And Baxter Peel through the first radio, 20.04, sixth place, 2.05 down on Rowan Braid. So both of those look like they're on pretty competitive runs.
I think only Hayden might be able to beat
depending on what's happened with his start.
Yeah,
just win by 11
It's weird that they pushed him back. They should have just
got Layla Dent here, who's currently second in our junior girls. Layla, you looked really strong out there. How did you find it physically and navigationally?
It was pretty good. The last end bit was really hard. I got a lot of the navigation right, but there's a few that was a bit difficult.
Yeah, that's great. And did you see many other people out there? It looked like there's a few trains out there in the forest.
Yeah, I ran into another ACT, and I was kind of running with her for some of the course. She made a mistake.
Yeah, that's always really helpful. And what's your favourite part of the schools champs? Which of the disciplines do you prefer?
Any. They're all pretty fun.
Yeah, well, well done out there. You're in second at the moment, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you.
Okay, a few more developments in senior boys radios. Duncan Still has come into the finish in fourth place. Just waiting for a final time from him, but it's low 58s. Matty Maundrell continues to hold a 2-minute lead over Eli Dent as he's gone through the spectator. So in a pretty solid position there. Blake McKinnon has gone through Radio 2, 18 seconds down on Matty Maundrell. In second place, and Oscar Burns, 2.07 down on Matty Maundrell in third at that position. So, all still quite in the mix. We also have Radio 4 times through from Zach Mead, William Wood and Matthew Layton, all of whom are on track for places in the top 10.
Now got Ewan Farquharson, who is our current leader in the junior boys. Ewan, you looked really strong up that last hill. Those uphill finish shoots are always pretty mean, aren't they?
Yeah, I've usually better uphill finishes. Last couple of weeks I've been heat training a lot for Brisbane. I reckon that's really paid off.
Yeah, fantastic. Great strategy. And how did you find the nav out there? It looked a little bit green in some places. Were you able to find a good way through?
Yeah, most of the green I could get through. There was one bit where my bib came off though, so I had to go back and get it. Probably lost 20 seconds there.
Yeah, I did notice it was hanging down a little bit at the finish there. Did you have any navigational blips out there, any mistakes, or pretty clean?
There was one control where there was like a couple separate tracks and I wasn't quite sure which one I was on. And also I took the wrong track at the start of the last loop.
Oh well, it didn't seem to matter because you've come in the lead, so congratulations, and we'll see how that holds up, but great work.
Thank you.
And so we've got Oscar Burns just coming through the spectator now. He's in third place, 2 minutes and 53 down on the lead of Matty Maundrell. And we also had Eric Lovell, 6th Australian in the sprint yesterday. He works on a cotton farm, and he is 13 minutes down on the lead through the spectator. And he can also bench 225 apparently.
Amy Duffy just in the finish at from Western Australia at 60 minutes. Puts her, I think, in about 9th place in the finish at the moment. Zara 2's continuing to lead there at 45.23. A lot of radio times. Oscar Burns, probably the most significant of them at this stage. He moves into 3rd place at Radio 4 at 43.01. We're also looking at junior, quite a number of junior boys radio times. Baxter Peel through the spectator. He's had a good second sector, has moved into 4th place there at 28.33, 2:41 down on Rowan Braid. Henry Jordan should be in the finish in the next 2 or 3 minutes, and he's on track to move into 2nd place. Yeah.
In the senior girls, we've had Alex Edwards from Queensland. She's punched the first radio, currently in 7th position, 5 minutes down on the lead of Zara 2's. And we've got a new leading time through the spectator. No, we've got a 2nd place time in the spectator control from Blake McKinnon. He is 54 seconds down on the leading time of Matty Maundrell, who we should expect to see in the finish within the next 4 minutes.
He needs to get a haircut. He does, doesn't he? It's actually terrible. Do you reckon a soft mullet would do it? Anything that what he currently has. Do you reckon you could do it? Me? Dad could do it. Dad cut my hair. Maybe we should go to the Brad's house. Also, where is your dad? Was he on crutches? Yeah, nothing
Not
bad.
too much action.
Yeah. Keely Williams just went through a spectator in 7th place in the senior girls.
Until we rolled it on.
Yeah, I assume it's just strained. What do we have? What have I not checked? Junior boys.
Lucas Schultz just about to finish in the junior boys, and he'll move into 4th place in the junior boys. So a good run there from Luca. Going to be about 39.5 minutes. Luca, incidentally, has the distinction of being, at least for now, the youngest person to have beaten me in a sprint race.
And we've got Catherine Maundrell coming into the finish now. We'll just check the split, see how she's going. But
I think she's going to move into 3rd.
Yeah, she's moved into 3rd place, but the first Australian. So it's a great run from Catherine. 51 minutes and 47 seconds, moves into 3rd place, 6 minutes down on Zara 2's.
Yep, so Catherine on a pretty good run there. Also, a decent opening split from Alexandra Edwards from Queensland through the first split in 34.59 in 7th place.
Expecting a punt from Liana first radio.
Because she's been out there for half an hour.
Yeah, but I guess
Should be coming soon. Any second now. She won't. She doesn't make mistakes. She won't. Kidding, she can.
Henry Jordan should be coming in soon.
Yeah.
Just keep
As long
our
as she's
eyes
happy.
out.
She has fun.
We're waiting for Henry Jordan in the junior boys, who is on track to finish in the next minute or two if he's run a good last part of the course. He's currently on 36.5 minutes, and second place in the junior boys is currently Ian Farquharson at 38.38, so that's what he's chasing.
Well, it's working. The view of the finish is kind of hard when it's like all the people standing. Yeah.
Here with Catherine Maundrell, who's our current third place but first Australian. Catherine, did you think that our shorts were the right choice today?
Yeah, they were for the most part until the second loop. There was a bit of like marsh and a river that I went straight through. So I went like straight through the vines. That probably wasn't an optimal route, but that's how it ended up so scratched up.
Yeah, absolutely. And did you find it easy to find ways through those green patches, or it was a bit tricky to navigate your way through?
You can get a bit tangled in them, but when you're trying to like push through and go fast, you kind of fight through it and ignore the scratches.
Yeah, absolutely. And did you have any mistakes out there, or a pretty clean run? How did you find it?
I had a little like mistake on the long leg. I think I just didn't choose the best route choice. But otherwise, it was, and also 13, but otherwise it was pretty clean. So.
Yeah, great work. And those pesky New Zealanders unfortunately are ahead, but you're still doing really well, so great work out there.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have a new fastest time for the first radio and senior boys, and it's fastest by a lot. Jake McClellan from Karahiwi threw in 27.43, so that puts him 4.03 in front of Blake McKinnon at that stage. We're expecting to see Matty Maundrell very soon. I think we might be seeing Matty Maundrell now, and he's going to take the lead in the finish. 52.324 is Eli Dent's current leading time, but Matty is going to go under 51. So about 50-50 we think for Matty, just waiting for the final time on that.
And I think we've also got Henry Jordan from the junior boys coming up the finish. So he is looking at taking somewhere in the medals at the moment.
I think it's going to be tight, I think. Henry coming into the finish, but I think he's going to move into fourth place. Aidan Tomlin's 38.56. I don't think Henry has quite got that. We'll just have to wait for the time to come up.
He's in the lead, yeah.
39.11 for Henry Jordan. So, so he moves into fourth place.
Who's left in the seniors? I've still got quite a few to start.
So Liana's at 9.20.
So junior, how's junior
is there any
girls?
Wait a sec, what was the... Can you bring out senior girls again?
Yeah, Liana's late.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
still
that's,
heaps.
that's juniors.
No one in junior.
Go senior girl.
Matthew Layton finishing in senior boys. He is going to move into, I think, about 7th place in the finish, just under the hour. But senior girls is one we've been watching because we do not yet have a punch from Liana Stubbs, and she is on about 34 minutes. So if she hasn't reached the first radio yet, she has lost quite a lot of time on the first part of the course. People do sometimes get missed by radios, but that suggests not a brilliant start. Yeah, not a brilliant start there for Liana Stubbs.
And we've got Hayden Dent just through the spectator now. I think he had some issues in getting to the start on time, but he's currently in 13th place, 6 minutes down on the lead.
Yeah, so we understand Hayden was did start late, so it's unclear whether whether he'll get a new time or not. Clearly, he's 6:27 down on his original start time. which is not a position you're going to come back from, but still a bit of uncertainty about what will happen there. But Daniel Porteous in junior boys just through from Hurua, 5 seconds down on Rowan Braid. So he's the next. This is the first really serious challenge we've seen to Rowan Braid for a while.
Leader Maddie Maundrell here with me. Maddie, I just overheard you say it was a bit of a runner's course. Do you have the leg speed, do you think?
I guess, but I would think Eli would have been ahead of me, but I guess not.
Yeah, really strong performance there. And so did you find any of the controls tricky? Did you make any little errors, or you felt like you were pretty strong and pretty clean?
There was probably a few mistakes I made in terms of entry into the control, but other than that, it was a pretty clean run.
Yeah, absolutely. And have you experienced similar maps like this in ACT, do you think, or something pretty new?
No, this is pretty much all the ACT maps.
Definitely a bit of an advantage there. Well, congratulations, currently in the lead, and pretty strong performance from ACT, so you'll be looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully we can win tomorrow.
Yeah, great work. I'll let you go and do a warm down. Thank you.
All right, so we're currently waiting to see if we can see Baxter Peel in the finish. He's in 4th position at the second last radio, and
I can see him. So
yeah.
And he's 9 seconds behind Ewan Farquharson and 2 seconds in front of Aidan Tomlins at the last control. So it's going to be very tight here. He won't beat Ewan, I don't think, but he may be able to get ahead of Aidan and get into 3rd place in the finish, and he has 38.51.
And some developments in the senior boys. We've got Jake McClellan punching the second radio in 30 minutes and 42 seconds. So he is 4.5 minutes clear of Matty Maundrell at that point. And we've also got Lachlan Braid from WA. He has just punched the second last radio in 6th place, 5 minutes down on Matty Maundrell's time in 45.05.
So Lachlan on a pretty solid run there.
That's a bit brutal.
No punch from Liana yet.
Also in senior girls, we've got a punch from Liana Stubbs. She is 6 minutes down on the time of Zara Twos in 11th place. And we've also got Alex Edwards from Queensland. She's 5 minutes 54 down on Zara 2's time in 4th position, but 2nd Australian at the moment.
Yep, so that probably means Liana can't win from there. Just looking at the split, she is 2:37 down on 3rd place at that point, so that gives you a bit of an idea of what she needs to do to get into the medals. Yeah, I think she might be able to get into the medals with a good run from there, but I think 1st place is out of reach.
You make me laugh. I have nothing to bring to the table. Have good vibes.
And we just had Oscar Burns finish there from New Zealand Karahiwi. He moves into 3rd place, 53 minutes and 51 seconds. So great run there by Oscar.
Should see Blake McKinnon in the next 2 minutes.
And a punch from Jake McClellan at the spectator control. So he maintains his lead of about 4 minutes and 40 seconds ahead of Matty Maundrell. And we should see Blake McKinnon in the finish within the next minute to take 2nd place.
When's you and Beth starting?
He started 40. So he's only been out for like 18 minutes.
Okay, alright. No worries then.
Okay, who was that?
Got Ingrid and Gretel Young finishing at the same time.
Okay, so Ingrid and Gretel Young finishing together there. Ingrid in the senior girls moves into 9th place at 58.59. Gretel Young in the junior girls, I think he's in about 15th place at 43 minutes. Tessa Radievsky just through first radio there at 27, 16th place. Junior girls, we're very much waiting for the back end of the start list with Sophie Hurd, our last starter at 9:42. But Sophie would need. I think if Sophie wanted to challenge Ella Clausen, she'd have needed to have hit the first radio by now. So that's one we'll be watching over the next minute or two.
Oh, I love how they trail in like groups of them. Oh, brings me back. back to my really fond memories of schools.
And we've got Blake McKinnon should be coming into the finish right now. He is currently in second place, 1 minute 14 down on Maddie Maundrell. So Blake's finished there in a time just over 52 minutes, so he'll be about a minute 10, a minute 15 down on the time. A minute 19 down, 52.09.
Yep, so second place there at the moment for Blake, but as we've been saying, Jake McClellan is currently on a time significantly faster than anyone in the field. At the most recent radio, he was 4:46 ahead of our current leader, Maddie Maundrell.
Junior boys.
So Alfie Cochrane continues to be on a pretty solid run from Harua. He threw a spectator at 28.20, which puts him in third place at the moment, but potentially on track for second. All very tight there. Second through to sixth at the moment is covered by less than a minute in the finish. We've got Ewan Farquharson currently in second at 38.38, through to Lucas Schultz in sixth at 39.34. And Alfie potentially on track to get in near or a little bit in front of that bunch. We've said. We think Hayden Dent may not be too far away as well. We still need to wait and see what's happened with his start time. But on his original start time, he's on 39 minutes.
Third and fourth in junior boys yesterday.
Crazy. I haven't seen a single. Oh, there's one.
Oh, you haven't seen it.
Found it.
And we've got Oliver Bishop from ACT through the first radio in the senior boys. He's currently in 9th place, 7 minutes 40 down on Jake McClellan. But it's a good run so far. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Yeah, it's Oliver Bishop on a pretty solid run there. Still
in the junior league.
Yeah, we still haven't seen. I still haven't seen a punch from in the junior girls from Sophie Hurd. So that's we would have expected to see one by now. Daniel Porteous has just punched for second rodeo from Harua, and he continues to be very, very close to Rowan Braid. So he's gone through the spectator, 8 seconds down on Rowan Braid. So it will be a pretty serious challenge here, I think, to Rowan Braid in junior boys.
And we've got Hayden Dent in the finish right now. So Hayden is going to move into about 7th place at the moment. But we'll see what happens with his start time and if anything changes.
Yep, so Hayden down for about just under 41 minutes at the moment. He also had a...
Plane.
Plane.
Oh,
that's nice of them.
The X is a plane. I want to go to the plane.
Yeah.
That's a bit fun, isn't it? Are you running?
I'll probably might.
Did you see that? Plane.
Okay. What?
They've written plane on the X.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
How long's Jake away?
4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah. Liana, has she punched?
Is that helping, Kyle?
Been out there for 43 minutes.
Yeah, so she'd be expecting the spectator imminently.
Gutsy.
And we've got Kate Robinson in the finish from New Zealand Harua. So she's going to move into about 7th place at the moment in 55 minutes and about 55 seconds. 52 seconds. We've also got Alex Edwards into the finish. Now she's going to move into 4th place but 2nd Australian. So this is a great run from Alex Edwards. So she's run a time of 52 minutes and 5 seconds and only lost a minute and 40 from the first radio to the finish. So she's had a very good, strong end to the course.
Yeah, really solid run there from Alex. And seeing what else has come through radios recently. We have Greta Prince through first radio in senior girls. She moves into 6th place there, 34.29. So that will put her 4:37 down on Zara Twos, although only 1:28 down on second.
Look how much that Catherine lost through. And look at what Alex did in the second. Yeah, true. And
Okay, Liana Stubbs has just hit the second radio in senior girls, 6:59 down. So I don't think she's really improved her position that much, but she's 2:12 down on third place Catherine Maundrell at that stage. That's quite a bit to make up in the last 10 minutes of the course, but we'll have to wait and see what happens there. I don't think she can do it. No, yeah, well, she's 2:12 down. She has to make up 2:12 in 10 minutes to get into the medal. I think that's too much to ask.
Where's Mars?
Mars doing?
What time do you start? Is that at 24?
Do you start 24?
Yes.
Oh, 40.
We've also had Miles Bryant just come through the spectator then. The live results aren't quite working, but we believe he is in around 5th or 6th position at the moment. So he's having a pretty solid run so far.
Got Alex Edwards here with me, who's our current second Australian, 4th in the senior girls. Alex, it looks really tough out there. How did you find it today?
Well, I'm pretty unfit at the moment, so definitely a physical course. Very sweaty out there, obviously. No, but it's lots of fun. There's lots of little tracks out there to help you, or maybe not help you, but...
Maybe confuse you. You must have been really technically strong, though, even if you feel like you're not that fit, so pretty clean race.
Not extremely clean, but I was definitely a bit more cautious. I wasn't too cautious yesterday, but definitely today.
I think I would say.
Yeah, for sure. And did you feel like you had any home ground advantage today, or this not too similar to what you normally run on?
Nah. We have a few maps that are a little bit like this, but
So that'll be it.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know how to chop through the Lantana pretty well, I imagine.
Yep, definitely.
Oh, great work. I think even if you're not that fit, you had a great run out there, so congrats.
And we've also got Xanthi Schubert punching the first radio control in the senior girls with a time of 34 minutes and 40 seconds. She's 4 minutes 48 down on the time of Zara Twos, but currently in 7th position. Xanthi came 3rd in the long last year at ASOC, so we'll see if she can keep another medal in her cabinet.
Yeah, and going back to the junior girls, so we now have a radio time from Sophie Hurd, but it is quite a way back. She's 7:12 down in 12th place at the spectator, and I think we're probably just about at the stage we can call the junior girls at the top places, because we've got at the moment Ella Clausen first at 28.24, Layla Dent second at 33.30, third Jemima Hoskin 33.57. And I don't believe there's anyone out there on a radio time at the moment who has any realistic chance of getting in under 34. So I think the top three is pretty well set there.
Blake McKinnon, who I believe is still our second place in the senior boys. Blake, you said you had a really clean run out there, but found it a bit physical. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. I was really happy with my navigation, basically no errors, and just trying to keep a consistent pace to save myself for the last loop, which I knew you'd have to keep running. After last long, I lost a minute on the last hill just because I burnt myself out too early, so I was happy with how I paced myself this run.
Yeah, great strategy. And have you done anything to do a bit of heat training before this?
Not a lot. We did come over 2 days early with the New Zealand team and did a couple training runs just to sort of get the feel for it, but nothing really could have prepared me for what we had today.
Oh, you still did really well, so congrats, second place at the moment, and hopefully that holds up. Thank you.
Okay, so we're waiting on Jake McClellan, who's just kicked past 45 minutes. We expect him to be in within the next minute or so if he's run a good final sector. But we also have our first radio time from Ewan Best, and he is only 19 seconds down on Jake McClellan at that stage. So, Ewan Best definitely a serious challenger for the win, the way things are going at the moment.
That's not Jake. What's he done? I'll keep an eye on Jake.
Okay. Oh, I think that might be set. Alfie Cochrane has finished also and moves into third place. It looks like Hayden Dent's start time has been corrected. So that puts Hayden Dent in the lead at 29.50. Alfie Cochrane moves into third place in the finish at 37.33 ahead of Ewan Farquharson. Daniel Porteous, though, is out there on a time that will probably put him into third place the way he's going, behind Rowan Braid, but ahead of Alfie Cochrane. That's a good time for Beatrix Lewis. So good run there for Beatrix Lewis as well. 34.51 for her, moves her into 6th place. But Jake McClellan now in the finish, and he's lost a little bit of ground over the last part of the course, but not enough to seriously threaten his lead. Coming up to, he'll do a time in the mid-46s, I think, just waiting for confirmation of that, but we think it's about 46-44. So that puts him in the lead by 4.06 ahead of Matty Maundrell. Ewan Best has just gone through radio 2 seconds down on Jake McClellan. And Oliver Bishop also through a radio in 6th place at 44.27. So Jake McClellan's in the clubhouse in the lead. Ewan Best, his most likely challenger, and is running very close.
Right, okay.
Do you have the start list handy? I just want to see who's at the back end of the start list. Well, nobody before Ewan is really in the mix. So
Miles is doing.
Sorry. What's right at the end of the? Sorry, could you go right to the end of the start list? So Ewan was second last starter. Okay, so Ewan's the only one who can be. Okay.
We didn't get Miles's radio, but
I reckon
he's
running on a wrong stick or something like that.
And we've got some punches in the senior girls. So we've got Ella Hogg currently in 7th position. I believe she was 4th Australian yesterday, 5th overall. So she's with a time of 34.39, 4.47 down on the lead of Zara Twos, but right in the mix with a few other Australians, so it'll be quite tight. And we've also got Neve Hoare from New Zealand Harua. She's punched the 4th radio in a time of 49.45, 7 minutes down. And Liana Stubbs has also punched the 4th radio with a time of 51.27, 9 minutes down.
Okay, so that I think definitively means Liana will not be in the medals. Neve Hoare currently on track for potentially fit for 6th place in the finish. She's going to be around about the time where Rebecca Craig is, which Rebecca's currently 5th in the finish. And as you heard earlier, Greta Prince, Ella Hogg and Xantha Schubert, all on radio times which make them at least competitive for 3rd or 4th place.
And I've now got our new leader, a very dominant lead in the senior boys, Jake McClellan. Jake, you look like maybe you faded a little bit in the end there. Was it just physical or did you make an error?
Yeah, I'd say it was mostly physical. I haven't trained since July, so I knew went out quite hard, and some hills in the end were a bit tough, but pretty happy with that race.
Yeah, congratulations. I think a few people will be a bit demoralised to hear you've pulled that one out the bag with no training, but congratulations. I think Ewan's hot on your heels. Have you run in this sort of terrain in Australia before?
It's not too dissimilar to other maps I've ran on in the last 3 years, so just less rock, so it was maybe easier in a way.
Yeah, of course. And you seem like you're coping pretty well with the heat. Have you done a bit of heat preparation before today?
Not particularly. I guess the other days leading in were a bit hotter, so this is not too bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, really dominant lead there, as I said, so congrats, and we'll see how you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Daniel Porteous came in while it was going on in junior boys, and in fact has edged ahead of Rowan Braid, so he moves into 2nd place. Meanwhile, Ewan Best has gone for a spectator and he has taken the lead. He's 27 seconds in front of Jake McClellan at that point. We know that Jake lost a little bit of ground to Matty Maundrell over the last part of the course, so that suggests Ewan's quite well positioned. And I think Ewan is the last one out there who has a realistic shot at getting into the medals. Oliver Bishop's on a decent run, but I think probably top 6 is about the limit of what he might be able to get to. But Ewan Best certainly very much in the mix. Liana Stubbs and Neve Hoare just finishing there. And Liana, I think Neve will go into 5th place in the finish and Liana into 9th. But there Greta Prince has just gone through the spectator in 5th. Yeah.
Hayden, no.
Well, we can see Hayden's time has been changed in the results.
Yeah, and okay, I haven't been told otherwise, so cool.
Yeah,
We can just say unofficial.
Well, it's what it is in the system at the moment. Obviously,
So do they then have to now tell us if something changes, or do we have to keep looking?
Probably has to keep looking.
Okay. Hey, nice commentary. It's going well.
Ollie's cooking. Top three Aussies could be, or top four Aussies could be ACT. Ollie's
he's moved.
Austin Clem's
decent start for Austin Clem, who was our last starter in the senior boys. He's through the first radio in 33.15 in 5th place. So, he's definitely still in the mix for the medals if he runs a good last half of the course.
Oh, no, he's in front. What?
Yeah, he's in front. 27 seconds.
Predicted 46 minutes.
It's going to be close, but Jake Loss made a mistake at the end. So
Miles is on 54 minutes, but he's not showing up.
Yeah, I'm guessing he might be running on a different SI stick or something like that.
He forgot to punch the spectator.
But he hasn't come up at any radio, so I think that's
Same thing happened yesterday.
Yeah, no, that's...
But I just know the time he started, so we can...
I recognise that. It's not my first rodeo, so to speak.
Excited to be here.
Yeah.
Electric.
Got to keep checking Hayden.
Okay, Ewan Shedden is one of our later starters in junior boys through first radio at 1956.
So he's leading by 5.
I think we're at 18.27 for Micah Walter in 4th place in junior boys. So definitely still a medal contender, Micah. If he can, he's in 4th place at about halfway. Isabel Newton moving into 14th place in the junior girls, and Sophie Hurd into 11th. So we think the top 10 is settled in that class.
And Tessa? Where's Tessa coming in? 26.
Yeah.
Ewan should win.
Oh, Xanthi.
And in the senior girls, we've had Xanthi Schubert punch the spectator control in 45 minutes 15 seconds, 7 minutes 20 down. So she's currently in 10th place, so she's dropped a little bit off.
Yeah, it's all pretty tight there in that, from 5th through to 10th. My feeling is that Catherine Maundrell's current third place time of 51.47 is probably going to hold up, and Alexandra Edwards in 4th in 52.05, but 5th place and 3rd Australian is still definitely open. Rebecca Craig currently holding the 3rd Australian spot at 53.13, and there are a couple in there who could get...
And we've got Miles Bryant coming in the senior boys in a time of about 56 minutes. That'll move him into 6th position at the moment, 3rd Australian.
And one of the better flops I've seen at the finish so far today. So Miles, assuming all's okay with his time, is probably heading for a place in the top 10 here. And at the moment, for lead Australia, he'll move into 3rd Australian at the moment, but we do have Ewan Best out there who's well under that time, and perhaps Austin Clem as well. Yeah, but senior. Can you bring up senior girls? Ella Hogg's just got a... Yeah. Ella Hogg just through the spectator in 9th position at 44.43, but again, all very very closely bunched there, and probably the one we're watching here is she's 51 seconds behind Rebecca Craig at this point, and this is for race for 3rd Australian. Xanthi Schubert, who is a further 31 seconds back, perhaps the other one who might be able to take that medal off Rebecca Craig. Greta Prince continues to be on track for 5th position potentially. We would expect to see her at the final radio fairly soon, so she's in fairly close to the time of Neve Hoare and Rebecca Craig at that stage. Yeah.
Maybe that's way back.
Yeah, junior girls is basically settled.
Junior boys. Wait.
Okay, so Miles Bryant in it to finish in 6th place at 56.10.
She's way down. Who else do we have?
Yeah, I think Austin's the only other one who can make the top 10.
Adrian Garbellini punched the first radio, 14 minutes 50 down in 31st position. But, maybe he can speed up for the last part and get a good position.
Yeah, I think that, looking at the senior boys, I think there are only 3 still out there who can realistically make the top 10. Ewan Best, obviously, and also Austin Clem and Oliver Bishop on pretty good runs. So those are the 3 who I think could still change things. Ewan currently on about 41 minutes, so we think he's maybe 4 to 5 minutes away from the finish. Lachlan Cody finishing there at about 70 minutes. I might do a call of the top 10 in junior girls, given it's settled. Ella Hogg through the most recent radio, 47.03. She has lost a little bit of time on that sector, so that perhaps drops her out of... she's now 1:59 behind Rebecca Craig, so that's... I think going to be a bit too much to make up over the last part of the course. But Greta Prince has just gone through a radio, and Ollie Bishop is just finishing now. So Ollie Bishop will move into 3rd Australian for now. We have time about 55 minutes and 6th outright, with Ewan Best and perhaps Austin Clem, the ones who might be able to get ahead of him from there.
And we've got a punch for Rory Shedden in the junior boys. 1 minute and 33 seconds down on the time of Hayden Dent so far, currently in 2nd position. And Xavier White from New Zealand Karahiwi, also at the first radio, 1 minute 55 down in 3rd position.
Yep, so junior boys is one class where their result is still pretty unclear. There's the largest field, so that means the latest starters. Ewan Shedden there also through the spectator currently in 4th place at 27.42, but still quite a bit to play itself out in junior boys. Go back to senior girls because we did have some radio times there. Just wait to bring senior girls up. So senior girls, Greta Prince lost a little bit of time on that last sector and is now in 8th place at the final radio. 8.14 down on the lead and 148 down on 4th. So I think realistically 7.48 is about the best she can do from there. Xantha Schubert, we are in fact waiting on a 3rd radio from Xantha. Oh no, we missed the 3rd radio, but she's got just got radio 4 and she's another 40 seconds down on Greta Prince. So I would... Yeah, so I would say now that the placings are probably reasonably secure down to number 7 in the senior girls, which is Katie Clausen, which means that Zara Toos will be our winner, Anna Batchelor 2nd, Catherine Maundrell 3rd and lead Australian, Alex Edwards 4th and 2nd Australian, Neve Hall 5th, and Rebecca Craig 6th and 3rd Australian. Greta Prince, meanwhile, just finished in 53, 56 and an 8th place. Austin Clem has just gone through the spectator control and we've seen that he's on a good run and he continues to be on a good run. 41.30 and 6th place there for Austin at this point. He's I think he's... in a realistic back at present, Eli Dent is at 5th place at 53.24. Well, 4th place in the finish, and Oscar Burns 5th at 53.51. I think Austin is in contention to get into that sort of range, but Ewan Best, I think, is not far away now. He's coming out to 45 minutes. 46.44 is the target.
And Michael Bolter, actually, he went to junior boys, like 6th. Yeah.
And we've also got Michael Walter through the spectator for the junior boys in 5th place, 4 minutes 50 down on the time of Hayden Dent. And Xavier White in 2nd place, 3 minutes and 16 seconds down from New Zealand Karahiwi. We should also get a punch from Rory Shedden soon through that spectator control.
Okay, so Ewan needs to appear fairly soon. He's got about 1 minute 20 to get in ahead of Jake McClellan. And I think he might have been sighted. I can hear Tasmanians ringing bells. Can I see it? No, I can't see it.
Yes, and here comes Ewan, and he's going to take the lead in the senior boys class by about 1 minute. So it's a great finish to the course here by Ewan Best, and he will take the lead in the senior boys.
Yep, and as long as he hasn't mispunched, he's won because there's no one behind him who can catch that time. 45.54, his unofficial time, which puts him exactly 1 minute in front. So we're just waiting for confirmation of that time, but yeah, I think. So that means our one remaining set of medals to be decided is for junior boys. At present in the finish we have Hayden Dent at 29.50, Daniel Porteous at 34.35, Rowan Braid 34.43 in 3rd and 2nd Australian, and Alfie Cochran 37.33, and Ewan Farquharson as is 3rd Australian.
And we've got Xanthi Schubert coming up the finish chute now. She's going to move somewhere around the top 10. So she's got the Queensland girls are getting behind her there.
I think she's going to just miss out on the top 10 here. Liana Stubbs at 54.41 and Xanthi I think has done about 55. Ella Hogg also through the final radio but has lost a bit of time on that sector and will miss the top 10. And Xanthi confirmed now in 11th place at 54.59. So
I'm a producer. I got to tell him what to say. Yeah.
Just sitting back there eating your crackers.
Maybe if we get in the mic.
So junior boys at the moment, I was just saying that, at the moment Ewan Farquharson is 3rd Australian at 38.38 and 5th overall, but there are at least 4 runners out there who can get into the medals. We have Rory Shedden currently in 2nd at the 1st radio. Hasn't hit the 2nd radio yet. We have Xavier White in 2nd at the 3rd radio. We have Michael Walter in 5th at the 3rd radio and have Ewan Shedden in 6th at the 3rd radio. I would have
And we just have Adrian Garbellini coming through the spectator control, running very fast. Hopefully he can finish it well.
Yep. I think we'd be wanting to see Rory Shedden at the spectator control very soon, I think. And we indeed do. For 24.12 for Rory there. He has lost a bit more time to Hayden Dent in that part of the course, but he remains in 2nd place. 21 seconds in front of Xavier White and 1:48 in front of Daniel Porteous, who's our current 2nd in the finish.
Oh, should be seen. No, it's fine. I don't know what that is. It's just like Spurg Gully.
And we've got Leo Croxford coming into the finish. He's going to come in about maybe 15th position, just over 1 hour. So it's a good run there by Leo Croxford. Somewhere here. Should have Ella Hogg soon.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. What's he doing? No, okay, he made this punch.
No, yeah, that's fine.
That's a leg. You can do. Yeah.
All right, and I've got Ewan Best here. I had to give him a minute to catch his breath after that epic sprint finish. But Ewan, a really dominant finish today, although you were very close to the time of Jake McClellan, but well done. How did you find the course, and did you have any mistakes out there?
The course was great. It was really fast, but you also had to pay attention the whole way. There were a couple times where I zoned out, took a couple too many glances at the scenery, and thought I'd miscounted my
my creeks, but otherwise no, it was a really good run. Maybe a small yip on 14, but otherwise.
Yeah, awesome. And did you have any idea that you were doing so well? Did you hear the commentary through the spectator, or you're just in the zone?
I mean, I heard the commentary at the finish, but no, not really. I was kind of just really panicking to not get the right track going to 12 after the spectator, to be honest.
And how was your training in the lead up to this competition? Were you really focusing on it, or are you fit from Easter and the other comps this year?
Training's been going great, honestly. Surprisingly, didn't get the post-Europe injury that I've heard so much about, so that was good. And otherwise, just came in, tried to enjoy it. Last school's event, so yeah.
And speaking of Europe, how did you find that experience? Is that your first time over there?
Yeah, it was great. Absolutely invaluable. Learnt so much, like checking your numbers in a sprint. But yeah, it was great. Really, really enjoyed it.
Oh, congratulations. And I think no one can pass you now, so you are our winner today. Congrats. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
And we've just had Ewan Shedden coming into the finish there. He should move into 4th position, but 3rd Australian currently. So it's a great run by Ewan.
Yep, Ewan on the board there. Michael Walter and Rory Shedden could still push him out of the Australian medals, but he's on the board at the moment. Ella Hogg finishing earlier in 13th position in senior girls. Would stay looking at, and Solomon Randerson, I think our most recent finisher in the senior boys, just breaking the hour in that class. So looking at senior boys, Austin Clem is the one we're waiting for there. He's currently at 50 minutes. He's projected to do about 54 or 55. Xavier White coming in the junior boys, and he is going to move into second place here. Xavier White just on over 32 minutes, 32.12 there for Xavier. Moves him into second place for now. Rory Shedden was 10 seconds in front of him at the last rodeo, so I think it's going to be a race for those two. And Michael Walter in the finish.
Yep, so Michael Walter's coming into the finish. He will move into 4th place potentially, and he is very close with Rowan Braid. So he's either in 4th or 5th position currently, and that would put him into 2nd or 3rd Australian. He's moved into 5th, beaten Rowan Braid by 4 seconds. So 4th place for Michael Walter, and probably a likely medal.
Well, will be a medal because the only one still out, he's in 2nd Australian at the moment, and the only one still out there who can beat him is Rory Shedden.
Yes, we said that first.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, you missed them. No, we said them.
Yeah. Okay, so Rory Shedden has 3 minutes to get in ahead of Xavier White for second place outright. He's just running out of time now to beat Hayden Dent, but I think that has been fairly clear for a while now. But very much a race for second there. With Xavier White, he was 10 seconds ahead of Xavier White at the last rodeo, and 1:35 in front of Daniel Porteous. So he should get into the placings outright, but it remains to be seen exactly where. The food truck is open, I am told. So those of you who have had a run and are hungry, that's definitely there for you. Those of you who are still to have a run, it will be there for you after you finish as well. And
when you start calculating the team points,
not until everybody's in.
Yeah, because there'll be a few third runners who you won't see in the list.
I'm not going out for a run today, so
we've still got Austin Clem in the junior boys. No, he's got about 4 minutes.
Okay, so the two main issues we're waiting for here are Rory Shedden, who, as I was saying, is definitely a contender for placings in the junior boys, and Austin Clem, who is a potential contender for a place in the top 6 or 7 in the senior boys. senior boys. So see Austin Clem currently on about 53 minutes. Oscar Burns in 6th place is at 53.51. Austin was 26 seconds in front of him at the last radio, so we might expect to see him in the next minute if he's had a good last part of the course. Yeah.
Only Rory.
Yeah.
We're just waiting on Rory. He'll be in the next 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Mike has had a really good run though.
yeah. Okay, so Rory 32.12 is the time Rory Shedden has to beat, and he's now coming up past 31.30, so we need to see him soon.
Xavier White did have a very strong
predicted time
finish,
was
though.
Yeah, but no, he also.
Looks like it'll be too
Yeah.
late.
Okay, I think he's going to run out of time, but
Still a chance of third.
but as Xavier White's time ticks past now, I can hear ringing of bells. Does that? I can see somebody coming to finish, but it is not Rory.
It is Rory.
And
No,
it-
it's not. It's not. Someone else.
No.
It's a couple of New Zealanders.
Yep.
Oh, and
Tasman.
Tassie.
I think Austin Clem might have been sighted, judging by the excitement of the South Australians.
Check the senior boys, yeah.
Yeah, go. Senior boys.
Senior boys.
So Austin
Ben-
Clem
Ben Marshall,
finishing,
Ben Marshall,
as I say,
Ben
it's Ben Marshall. Austin Clem finishes, so he will move into 7th position and fourth Australian. So a great result there for Austin.
No, it's alright.
Uh,
Didn't say it.
I thought Austin was a different one.
Yeah, so an outstanding result there for Austin Clem. But we are still waiting for Rory Shedden, and second place is gone now. Can he? He's still got a minute and a half to get third.
Yeah, here he is.
And he's coming in now, so this will be third place for Rory Shedden and second Australian. Just over 33 minutes there for Rory. Just waiting for a final time, but it's going to be in somewhere around 33.20, I think.
And earlier, unfortunately, we missed Hayden Dent because there was a bit of confusion about your finishing time, but you are in the lead. So how did you find the terrain out there? Was it like anything you'd seen in ACT or something completely new?
It's pretty similar to some of ACT. It was very fast, which was fun. Yep.
And did you feel like you were pretty clean, making pretty good decisions, or a little bit flustered, or were you able to get into the course easily?
Yeah, I was pretty easily able to get into the course. Pretty fast for the first few.
Pretty exciting. Yeah.
And you've got a pretty fast family there. Do you ever do any training together? Seems like you've got a few others pushing you along.
Yeah, we do a bit of training together.
A little bit.
Mostly.
A little bit of clash
And a bit of healthy competition with your brother, I imagine.
Yeah, quite a bit of that.
Yeah, very good. Well, congratulations. You are in the lead at the moment, so well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty much wrapped up.
Okay, well, we'll do now that the top 10 is settled. What? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so where do they find you? Okay, I've got an announcement for all the relay leftovers, and I think you know who you are. You need to go and see Marion Burrell, who is near the commentary tent. Okay, so with the top 10 now decided in all races, we can do a call of the board. So starting with the junior boys, we have Hayden Dent as our winner at 29.50. Second, Xavier White, 32.12. Third and second Australian, Rory Shedden at 33.22. Fourth, Daniel Porteous, 34.35. Fifth and third Australian, Micah Walter at 34.39. Sixth, Rowan Braid, 34.43. Seventh, Ewan Shedden, 37.13. Eighth, Alfie Cochrane, 37.33. Ninth, Ewan Farquharson, 38.38. And 10th, Baxter Peel, 38.51. In the junior girls, first, Stella Clausen at 28.24. Second, Layla Dent, 33.30. Third, Jemima Hoskin, 33.57. 4th and 3rd Australian Ivy Rapley 34-18. 5th Victoria Underwood 34-47. 6th Beatrix Lewis 34-51. 7th Yamphy McMillan, there's another name there that's been cut off, 35-30. Christina Simons 36-04. Eleanor Burns 36-13 in 9th. And 10th Ella Meyer Lang at 36-49. In the senior boys, we have our winner Ewan Best at 35-44. Second Jake McClellan 45-44. Second Jake McClellan 46-44. Third and second Australian Matty Maundrell 50-50. Fourth Blake McKinnon 52-09. Fifth and third Australian Eli Dent 53-24. Sixth Oscar Burns 53-51. 7th Austin Clem 54-40. 8th Oliver Bishop 55-44. 9th Miles Bryant 56-10. And 10th Leo O'Neill 57-05. And senior girls, finishing off with senior girls. First, Zara Twos 45-23. Second, Anna Batchelor 49-24. Third and first Australian, Catherine Maundrell, 51-47. Fourth and second Australian, Alexandra Edwards, 52-05. Fifth, Neve Hoare, 52-42. Sixth and third Australian, Rebecca Craig, 53-13. Seventh, Katie Clausen, 53-34. Eighth, Greta Prince, 53-56. Ninth, Sophie Hartman, 54-26. And 10th, Liana Stubbs, 54-41. There are still a few runners out there, and some of them, although none of them can make the top 10, some of them will potentially influence team points, so we're not in a position to do team points calculations yet, but we will have those available later in the day, maybe before people leave today. Otherwise, keep an eye on the Carnival Facebook page later in the afternoon.
And we've had Adrian Garbellini finish in 28th position there, so pretty solid run by Adrian. 1 hour, 6 minutes, 20 minutes off the winning time, so good job, Adrian.